Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope that you guys are doing okay. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. I'm gonna wait for you. Let me see who all is in here right now. Um, I see Miss Natural Born Queen. I see Jacqueline Williams. I see Miss Deborah. Let's see. I'm gonna wait on some more people to come into the room. Um, how is everybody doing tonight? I've had a long day, y'all, but I made it. We're not gonna do 4 hours tonight because I got to get up and be be back downtown tomorrow. Y'all took a case from the I took a case from the government. So when you're working for some of those prosecutors, they are very demanding. But the good thing about it is they normally don't last that long. I'm almost finished, so I shouldn't be as tired. Um, maybe in about a week or so. I see Miss Diane. I see Devin. Who else do I see? I see Bless One. I see William. I see Shan. I see Kenny Lee. What's up, Kenny Lee? I see Rest in Peace, Young Dolph. Yeah, I am. I'm tired. I see I am She Johnson. I had a long day today, y'all. I had a very long day. But guess what? Hey, Miss Sherry. I see Miss Sherry. Who else is in here? Monica is in the house. Monica is a moderator and a member. Miss Jacqueline is a member. I'm going to be uploading some stuff for my members. I had got some information, but I'm going to give it to my members first. Um, did I say natural born queen? How is everybody doing tonight? Um, I hope that you guys are doing okay tonight. I told you guys I was going to try to come on. I did not come on last night because I was tired. Y'all, sister be tired when I'm working these cases, but I'm here tonight. And y'all know how we used to do those perpetual lives. This ain't gonna be one of those lives. I'm not as tired as I was the other night when I got on though, because I couldn't even hardly keep my eyes open. I was so tired the other night. Child, one of my eyes had gone down. They get real heavy. The last time I was on, I was like, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and get on here and just have, I said I got my camera off anyway, so I can have one eye closed and one eye open. When that other eye started closing up, I took my finger and started trying to lift it because I was trying to read the comments. I was like, Lord, I'm trying to get to like 2.5 hours. I said, y'all, I got to go because I couldn't hold my eyes open no more. Hell, I didn't even think I was going to be able to open my eyes up, lift them up to be able to end the live. Okay, Miss Sherry, thank you. Hey, Snoozy Kate. Look at Monica already coming. She said, "Rest in peace, Young Dolph Bay." Y'all, tonight we're gonna talk about Jay Fizzle. We're gonna talk about Jay Fizzle. I saw a young man in here that knows Jay Fizzle very well. Miss Yam is in here. She's a member, and Prosperous Lioness T is a member. So you guys, y'all know Jay Fizzle did an interview. Hey, Joy Loves God. She is also a member. Let's see. Do I see any of my other moderators? Y'all know what? I'm gonna have to call Catalea because I have not seen Catalea in here. Y'all know that I'm gonna have to call her and see how she's doing. I'm gonna have to call Catalea. Because Catalea, let's see, Catalea's my moderator, Monica's my moderator, Kim is my moderator. Oh, rest in peace, Young Dolph is a moderator. And of course, Demont is a moderator. And Hakia is a moderator. Hey, Black Diamond. Black Diamond is in here. You guys, Jay Fizzle did a interview. It doesn't show. Let me see something. Let me see. It's up there. I think you have to go out of you might have to go out of this chat, and it is right there next to um the subscribe button. Hey, Miss Teresa. Did I say hello to Miss Diane? I be forgetting y'all. I don't be want to miss nobody though, because sometimes my chat be moving. I can't tell y'all how many emails I've gotten from people that said you never say my name, and I promise you it was I did not omit them on person in on purpose. I said on person. Lord have mercy. Y'all know I'm tired. On purpose. I see Alvarez, Miss Jean Pickett. Okay, you guys. Tonight I want to talk about Jay Fizzle interview, and then we're gonna get into talking about is the music industry trying to line up the young people, okay? The young black people. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I what made me come up with that title, because I was downtown today. I was thinking about somebody. I had a thought about somebody, specifically a person in mind, right? When I thought about that. Yeah, Fizzle is completely hilarious. He talked about Dolph, he talked about music, he talked about his relationship with the other pre-artists. I know people try to say all the time that those young men are into it. Of course, you know what? I guess people feel like they're not supposed to argue, because if sisters and brothers who grow up in the house together argue and stuff and get mad at each other, you think these dudes are not going to get mad at each other? But it don't mean that they don't rock with each other. Of course they're going to have differences of opinions and things of that nature. But he talked about, how he feel like Dolph would be proud of him. He talked about how he's doing that rapping situation. He's rapping, full time now, because that's what the young man that did the interview off the porch asked him how did it feel to be rapping full time, and he was like, it felt good, because I know that's what bro would want. And he also asked him how did it feel to, like, be on tour with Key Glock. What was the difference in being on tour with Key Glock and being on tour with Young Dolph? And it was kind of funny, because he was like, you could do what you wanted to do. He said, but with bruh, he was talking about Dolph. He said there was some rules with Dolph. He said you could do what you wanted to do, but there was rules. He said with Key Glock is my generation. There was no rules at all. I don't know how old Fizzle. I don't know how old Fizzle is. Does anybody know how old Jay Fizzle is? Yours just show a bell by subscribe. That's weird. Hold on, y'all. Now y'all got me. Let me look at this, because I know these people be so scared on here. Well, let me see something. I had to take care of some more stuff while I was downtown as it relates to. Well, hold on for 1 minute, y'all. It's on. Yeah, it's on. You might have to wait. We might have to wait until we'll see. Um, because I can see the members button. But hold on, let me look at something else. I can't never find what I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Give me just 1 minute. Oh, Remy, don't start nothing. It won't be nothing. I'm not playing. Don't start nothing. It won't be nothing. You have to have a card linked to your YouTube to get membership. Yeah, it's on. I don't know why can't nobody see the button. Because when I click out of here, I can see the button. And it's the join button. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I see. What you have to do is you have to go to the front of the page. You have to go to the home page. It wouldn't. Yeah. I think you would have to go out of this and go to like my first page, my home page, or something. Um. Oh, Catalina is back. Monica, see if you Snoozy Cake, see if you click out of this and go to my home page before you come into the chat and tell me what you see. Um, Jacqueline says, has anyone heard of an organization that MY is supposed to be starting at the end of the year for kids? Moneybag, yo. You know what? I, you know, we'll talk about that. Mm, I, you know, I, y'all know I have a whole lot to say about that. I was thinking about him earlier too. He kind of goes up under the radar. Um. Anyways, you got Fizzle was talking about young Dolph and Let me see. Snoozy Cake, did you go out and look at it? Okay, so anyways, he was talking about, young Dolph, and he was talking about how Dolph would be proud of him. And he also spoke about um how close they were. The guy was like, you and Key Glock are like best friends, right? And he was like, yeah. And I know, oftentimes people want to make it like, you hear people say that okay, so Fizzle is like 27, 28, 29. Fizzle say he got 14 plus children. He said he got 14 plus children. I don't know if he's practicing that Israelite stuff, because he said he got 14 plus children. He got all of them got different mamas. And he said but he said he takes care of them. I know that there is a religion. She said, Tamara, you are funny when it comes to answering and making sure you are appropriate. He said he's got 14 plus children. He said he got all of the mamas. So I think he's practicing that Israelite stuff. Yeah, he got more. He said he gonna have him some more. And he talked about when he did that tribute to Dolph. He said it was like 2 weeks after Dolph had passed away, and it kind of messed with him real bad. He said it took him months to oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to figure out why my join button is not on the front of my page. I'm sure some hater mess with it. Y'all, they be so scared. These folks, they going to jail, and they so scared you gonna make some money on here that they have put themselves in compromising positions. I swear to God, they think I'm playing, but I promise to God, on my life, they think I'm playing, but I ain't. Me and my attorney's been lining them up. I promise to God. Um, but that's something I look at, because child, that's something I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna make sure that I have somebody to log in and fix it, right. It's a damn shame the memberships don't, what is it, $2 a month? It's like $2 a month. And I'm we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes, though. We'll talk about that in a few. It don't make no sense. It's a sad thing. Like, I was thinking about that today when I was talking to my attorney. I think it's a sad thing, though, and I'm gonna get back into the subject, how our people are. You know what I mean? $2 a month. People are afraid that you're gonna make money when it's enough money out there for everybody, and they get consumed, and they might even have more than you. But they kind of get consumed with that, and they put themselves in positions to go back to jail. Okay, because a lot of them already been to jail. They kind of live that life. You know what I'm saying? Because I've already had to go to, I have you know, I'm not gonna speak about that. Um, but I'll have somebody to fix it. As a matter of fact, let me call the person right now. And so what happens is, I'm not gonna talk about it. Hold on for a second, you guys. It's set up, but I'm getting ready to, this is how I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's the link for the members only, y'all. Hold on, let me see something. Click that link and tell me what y'all get. When you click that link, I just put the link to join the channel, and click that link and tell me what you get. But our people, let me see. Okay, Spike's mom just joined. Okay, that's it. Maybe I just it ain't showing up. I don't know. Maybe I need to just start dropping the link. Hell, I didn't even know that it wasn't showing up. I mean, it ain't, but I think it's $2 a month or something. I don't know. Cause I set it up. I see people kind of specialize. They. I don't know. Anyways, back to Jay Fizzle, you guys. I know I kind of got off the subject. We got off and got back on, but I'm glad I got that straightened up because I did not know that it was not showing up. But I'm happy, that it is showing up. Well, I'm happy that y'all told me that. So now we could. I guess I would have to just drop the link, right? I guess that's what I have to do. Just drop the link. But anyways, you guys, as far as Jay Fizzle, he talked about, young Dolph, and he talked about how, even when he did the song, and thank you for becoming a member, Spike's mom. He talked about when he dropped the song, how it messed with him, how it took him a while to do the song, and I'm sure that it did because Jay Fizzle is Dolph's blood cousin. They even favor. That's why I put that picture on this video like that. They favor a whole lot. You know what I mean? And he said that Dolph really taught all of them everything. They knew what to expect because Dolph had already prepared them. He said that Dolph really prepared them. So, um, it made me happy to see because they had been pretty quiet. And he asked him about Gucci, and he asked him about Gucci and Bankroll Freddie doing a tribute to Dolph. He said he didn't mind them doing a tribute to Dolph because they were, two of the ones that, to him, they had kept it real as it with Dolph when Dolph was alive, that Dolph really messed with them and they really messed with Dolph when Dolph was alive. He said, but if anybody else had tried to do a tribute to Dolph, he probably would have had a problem with it. So that just goes to show, in other words, I guess they feel like they had kept it real because we don't really know what going on behind the scenes, right? So I guess they feel like that he felt like that they were two of the ones that really kept it real. But he said if anybody else had tried to do a tribute to Dolph other than them, I would have had a problem with it. I guess he was saying, that would have been outside of pre, you know. Um, so I think with those young men, because he said that Dolph, thank you for becoming a member. I see I am. Let me put y'all up there and let's see. Um, shoots. Hold on. Oh, okay. I am She Johnson. Thank you for becoming a member, Miss Diane. Thank you. Let me go back up and Spike's mom. Thank you guys for becoming members. I appreciate that. They know I got some goodies. I've been doing some work for the prosecutor's office. They know I got some information. I didn't even ask for it, but I said I was going to give it to my members. You know, I appreciate you guys becoming members so much. I appreciate that a lot. Um, and so like I said, it makes me proud to know that they are consistently working hard and constantly, made a dedication to consistently put work out. And he talked about how fond he was of the other young men. Okay. He talked about that, that he was really fond of the other young men. They were friends for real, him and Moochie and Key Glock and all of them. And I thought about, I was like, Key Glock is out at the, I guess he's one of the ones that's out at the front. But I'm gonna tell you something. Jay Fizzle said he banking. He said he making all kinds of money. So, Dolph taught them, I'm sure Dolph made them millionaires, and Dolph taught them the game. So it really don't matter, I guess about Keith. I'm sure that those young men are not jealous of thank you, Spike's mom, um, of each other. I'm sure that they're not. If Dolph put them in position to show them, to really show them how to make some money. Okay. And Jay Fizzle said he did a song with Jody, Badass. And the guy was like, well, she's kind of underrated. He said, yeah, she's underrated, but she be, going in. And I've heard her rap. She's pretty and she can rap. So I'm glad that she's doing a song. He said they had did some stuff before, but it never dropped. This time it's gonna drop. So I'm glad to see that. I think they get ready to go in for Dolph's death anniversary. I really do. I believe that so much. And I'm glad that they are. I'm so happy that they are representing for young Dolph. And the mere fact that they are taking with them what he taught them, where they don't have to be industry slaves. I would think that that would be the goal of all of the African American men within the industry, to get away from up under that slave doctrine, that they killing other people for. But they don't want to do that. They want to be slaves as long as they are a rich slave, and they want to enslave the other artists. That's what they want to do. So but I'm happy, just looking at Jay Fizzle's video. He had a lot of good energy. I mean, his interview, he had a lot of good energy. He had a whole lot of girls around him. I said, Lord have mercy. He said he ain't through. So he probably had his eye on somebody for another baby child. Jay Fizzle. Jay Fizzle is the Bible says you got to be fruitful. He said he feel like he taking care of all of them. So I mean, he got the money to take care of them. He spreading that seed everywhere. I tell you, Jay Fizzle gonna be one of those men that have he gonna have about with 14 kids. I can only imagine how many grandbabies he gonna have when they get older. Shoot, probably about 200 grand, 200 grandbabies. About 200 grandbabies. Lord have mercy. Yeah, Hakia says we are pre. Yes, we are. We are pre. I'm very proud of those young men, and I'm happy that they took with them what Dolph gave them. You know what I mean? I'm happy that they did, and they are not jealous of Key Glock at all. Because like I said, he is the one that is out at the front. And I'm gonna tell you something about the industry. A lot of times they will, what the media would do is they will put the spotlight on a certain one. You know, when you have people that are in groups and things of that nature, and what the media would do, they'll put the spotlight, kind of like what they did with Beyonce. They'll put the spotlight on one person. And a lot of times, and I think that Destiny Child handled it very well, that'll break a group up. And a lot of times they'll do that to cause confusion. Like, the music industry is evil, and they will pay the media to do stuff like that, so that there can be fight and friction and things of that nature. But I'm happy, that those dudes are not doing that. And Jay Fizzle said he into a whole lot of other stuff. He got a whole lot of other things going on. So I'm just thinking Dolph just taught them a whole lot. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that they're continuing that on for Dolph. That really, really just made me proud. And listening to Jay Fizzle and he has a lot of Dolph's features. Him and Dolph kind of, sound the same and the same mannerism. You could tell they came from the same lineage, just from how I think people thought that Dolph was arrogant, but he I he was just kind of short. I was looking at a video that Auntie Fee had. She had a video today of when he was talking about Mia and how, Mia had helped him, and I'm sure Mia was very instrumental, because I used to look at some of Mia's. She had a podcast, and didn't have a whole lot of views or whatever. It was right on Facebook, but she always talked about business and what you needed to do for your business, how to get a business started, how to file your business taxes. She's very smart. She has a degree in finance, right, at from the University of Memphis. And he was saying that Mia had said to him, you need to act like you appreciate or act like you're happy when people give you stuff. And he told her, he was like, I do be happy. What you mean? She was like, but you don't act like you happy. People want to know that you're happy. And he was probably one of those ones that didn't show a lot of emotion, but had a really good heart or whatever. So I could kind of see a little bit of that mannerism. When Jay Fizzle was talking, my grandma used to always say it's short talking, and a lot of people, when they have soft feelings, they get mad because the guy asked him something. He said, I just told you, real blunt like that. And sometimes people look at you as, they'll think you're an asshole, because I could be very blunt and short too sometimes, but it don't mean that, when you're being blunt. That's just how you are. That's probably, you could tell, that's probably how they was raised, but he reminded me of Dolph quite a bit in that interview, just listening to him, of his cousin, Hey Christian, shout out to Moscow, Tennessee. I should have bought me a house in Moscow, but those storms be coming up through Moscow. Those storms be coming up through Moscow a whole lot. When you had those bad storms. Yes, Monica, he wasn't studying these ninjas, but they seem to be. I really enjoyed the interview. The fact that he says that they are getting ready to go in, that makes me really proud, because they already been going in. It ain't like they ain't been doing good. They are doing extremely well. I think that they're doing good. So, shout out to Jay Fizzle. Jay Fizzle got a song, y'all, and I got it. I always because I was listening to it the other day when I was on the treadmill. And I always forget the name of the song, but I am getting ready, because everybody say I always say he got this song that I love, and I always forget the name of it. What is the name of that song? It's called Zaba Freestyle or something. Yeah, it's called Zaba Freestyle. I like that song. I do. I like that song. I listened to it on the treadmill. I am She Johnson says Dolph gave them the recipe. You could tell. Dolph gave them the recipe. You can tell Dolph and Fizz are cousins. They have a lot of similarities. Yes, they do. They have a lot of similarities. Absolutely. I agree. Their mannerism, the way that they talk, some of the things that they say, you could just tell them, yeah, you could tell that they're blood cousins. Hakia says, yes, Monica, he wasn't studying these ninjas. Fizzle said the haters ain't stopping them, period. The haters not stopping them. Yep, that's it. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. That's it. I like that song. Jay Fizzle may or may not be on the live, but I'm gonna be quiet. He dropped the hardest song today. I gotta listen to that. What's popping, Player Cole? Player Cole in the house. He said he checking in from work. Shout out to Player Cole. Street Politics TV. Um, let's see. When I was blunt, was told that was being ignorant, but it was just me telling the truth. Yeah, people want you to stroke their ego. I guess it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But sometimes, even when you're blunt with the person and you saying it softly, if it ain't what they want to hear, they're gonna say the same thing because people want you to, nowadays people are not happy with you unless you are saying what they want you to say. It's got to be exactly what they want. And the world screwed up. Dolph wasn't falling for the industry crap. Grin in my face while you rip me off for my money type businessman. I'm telling you, Dolph wasn't going for that. And just listen to Fizzle. Fizzle said that he got money and he into other stuff also. So Dolph taught them a lot. He asked them specifically, how have they been handling going out on the road? Okay. And he says, we handled it good because we had already been taught. He said, even before we went out on the road with him, he had already taught us everything. So yeah, Jay Fizz is doing his thing. So Dolph made sure he was preparing them, and I'm happy about that because he knew that there was a lot of sharks in the industry and still is. And I'm glad for them. I'm glad to hear them talk about Dolph and how Dolph prepared them, and to see them want to make Dolph proud. They say, is Fizzle music on YouTube? Yes, Jay Fizzle's music is on YouTube. Make sure you go run him up and down, stream his album and stuff, and go run him up. Make him higher than number one. I always say that. Dolph, that spirit of discernment, he really had an old soul. Yes, he did. He had an old soul. Hey everyone, I'm gonna check back in when I get home. Okay, player code. Um he said I said nice. Monica said she done got mad at CMF all over again. Y'all, okay. I want to ask y'all what CMF mean. I know it means something negative. They should have left off alone. Right, they should have left off alone. But I'm here to tell you, they're gonna wish they had. They're gonna wish they had left him alone because I think some of these folks think they're gonna get away with what they did to him. But I'm here to tell you, they're not gonna get away with it. You can't get away with something when people know you did it. When people know your environment, you can't get away with it. Um, Diane says, Monica J, I was telling my granddaughter about his discerning spirit. It's good to have a spirit of discernment. It's really good to have a spirit of discernment. Yeah, people do believe if you line the grooming is bad. Hakia says, yes, Monica, they messed up big time. They should have left well enough alone. Well, I think some of these people think that they're gonna get away. But they're not gonna get away. You can't get away with something when people know you. When people know you were a part of something. Reading book says, okay, I want to hear Fizzle's music. Go listen to that. What's the name of that song? Zaba freestyle. I like that song. He got another one. But everything Fizzle been dropping has been real hard. Go listen to all of it. He did one with Key Glock recently that was hard. He did one with Key Glock that was real hard. Y'all, I can never move because of my dog. Y'all, please hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that so much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay. I also wanted to talk about, you guys, how I feel like the industry is lining up the youth. Okay. And not just the youth, but the young African American men. Okay. Especially the younger ones. And I'm getting ready to tell y'all who I was thinking about. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Okay. Um, I'm getting ready to tell y'all who I was thinking about, you guys, when I um Donatella. Okay. I was thinking about when I thought about that the no, I haven't. I'm gonna tell y'all who I was thinking about when I thought about Erica says pre them my babies. Yeah, I'm proud of pre. I'm gonna tell y'all who I was thinking about when I thought about the industry is lining up these younger adults. Okay, I'm telling y'all something. I thought about JoJo Splat. I did. I thought about JoJo Splat. If you listen to Player Cole, he had posted on one of his videos how there is some money being put behind JoJo Splat, and that is true. Somebody is secretly funding him. If you think about it, and I'm not gonna get into that right now. When Dolph was assassinated, JoJo Splat and them were the ones that was on there that was, trolling him and things of that nature. And you think about it now, because JoJo Splat is not a rapper. I mean, it's not like he could be, I guess he could be trained, but he's not one of those ones that's got it naturally. But they can train him and make him hot, okay? But if you think about it, and I thought about him, I was talking to somebody about this today. I thought about him. He came to my mind. When I think about the industry is lining up these young men to get them taken out. Now, anybody that signs JoJo Splat, especially any label, because I do believe that somebody giving him some money. He being rewarded for something, he being paid off for something, or something is going on. That's something to definitely watch. And JoJo Splat, Dolph has a lot of fans. Whether JoJo Splat was involved or not, I don't know if he was involved. I don't know. I can't uh, definitively say that. Okay, but okay, JoJo was looking shook. Right, he was looking shook. When I say, I'm talking about, because I can't definitively say that. Do I think he know what happened? Yeah. I even stated before, I feel like he might have been somewhere around the vicinity of that cookie shop when that happened, but I don't know. So I have to say allegedly, right? Because as I said before, I was told that there were other cars out there, and all that stuff will come out, during the trial and stuff. And so I thought about him though, because as you all do know, that I've worked with the youth before. I've worked with the youth. JoJo Splat is 19 years old, and I think it's a damn shame before God. I was talking to somebody when I was downtown today, And believe it or not, you guys, um, those people are working to they know what has happened with Dolph. It's not like the police don't know. It's not like the DA's office don't know what has happened. But I think it's a shame. Like you see JoJo Splat. JoJo Splat is 19 years old. Okay, he still got milk on his breath. JoJo Splat was never a rapper. And y'all just hear me out. Y'all just hear out what I feel. And I started thinking about how they are lining um the people like JoJo Splat up. JoJo's Dolph had a lot of um Dolph has a big fan base. A lot of people affiliate JoJo Splat with trolling Dolph. JoJo Splat ain't gonna be able to go nowhere, okay, without and perform. And who I don't know who gonna go see him, but even still, he's not. I think they kind of lining him up. Why not? Sign him, make him think that we really for him. He's not a rapper, okay. It's not like he can't be trained, but it's just too much negativity behind him. And then in the process, we put some insurance on him. And at this point, we know that there are a lot of people, and I'm talking about a lot of fans that really ride for Dolph, want to get their back for Dolph. So if we sign him, because a lot of these folks think they making chess moves, we go ahead and sign him, put some insurance on him. When he can't go nowhere, he started trying to perform, somebody gonna take him out anyways. And then whoever signed him gonna get that insurance money. This is how the industry is lining up the youth. I mean the younger adults. As I've said before, I with JoJo Splat, a lot of people I because even in the beginning, before I was told a little bit more about the Dawes case, and I've never proclaimed to know everything. I kind of felt like, when they put those pictures out, the news media did, but you have to think about now with the news media, the originals kind of get lost in the sauce, because you have to understand when they start putting stuff out now, these people will start to edit. I'm talking about just the people on social media. They'll start to edit stuff so quick. By the time you look at it, it has already been edited. And the edited version is spreading like wildfire, right? So I would have to say, if I have not seen the original version from the police, I wouldn't necessarily believe, unless you go look at if it's still on the Channel 5 or Channel 13's news site. But I do know what they did was they did not show all that cookie shop. And I had told everybody that for a reason. I'm talking about as far as, when they started like editing a little stuff like around the car, and they started editing a whole lot of stuff. I'm telling y'all, they did a number on the internet. They started editing the pictures themselves. I'm talking about internet trolls. But I had said from the very beginning, if you go back and look at some of my video, I said that the reason that they did not show that whole parking lot was probably, and this was before I ever even knew that there were other cars in the vicinity. I said, you guys, don't get carried away as it relates to what the news media put out and them not showing that whole parking lot. I said, because it probably is something that they are trying to protect. Okay. It's something that they're trying to protect. And I think the public just kind of for some reason, people start freaking out. They feel like that they're supposed to give them their whole case. Right. And so I initially said, well, maybe, there were more cars. It's always a lot of people out there. So they're probably trying to not to show certain people because they got a lot of witnesses. Sure enough, when I was showing the video the other day, I said, because this what they did is nothing new, as far as the video, the little snippet that is nothing new. I mean that's what they do to get a bite. Just like in that Jeremiah, what's the young man's name that was killed earlier this year? Jeremiah Taylor. What they did was they showed a black, if I'm not mistaken, they showed a black vehicle on a parking lot. Y'all know damn well, people said, but they didn't show enough. Well, they did that for a reason. That was to get a bite. Y'all don't think that they got cameras in every vicinity? And they've been extremely quiet about the Jeremiah Taylor's case, and and they've been quiet about that case more than likely for a reason. So I think a lot of people, I don't know why a lot of people like to, the thing that I like about CJ Davis, and I'm talking about the police chief in Memphis right now, is that she believes in working with the FBI. In the past, you had a lot of police chiefs that didn't necessarily like to bring the FBI in because they kind of clashed. They wanted to take full responsibility for solving the case, but the FBI actually has a more intelligence than the police department. And when I say more intelligence, I'm talking about their systems, what the stuff that they have. And the thing I like about CJ is that she immediately brought the FBI in. And I told you guys in the beginning, I said, way back in January, I said I was told that the FBI was brought in on this case immediately. So more than likely, it is a murder for hire. Okay. And you're dealing with organized crime. I said that in the very beginning. Okay. I said that in the very beginning. I said it is more than likely, because it was more than likely a murder for hire, and you're dealing with organized crime. She immediately brought the FBI in, and you heard what she said. We have witnesses that have been working with us. Okay. Yeah, justice for Jeremiah Taylor. I saw that police chief was shot today in Memphis, and police officer was shot today in Memphis, and police chief went live. Yes, I saw that. I saw that. It's sad because they set these children up and they fell hook, line, and sinker, too busy bragging and don't realize they actually, absolutely, Erica, absolutely. And so the industry is really just lining the young youth up, the young, and I hate to call them the youth, and because, well, some of them are teenagers, some of them are in their early 20s, their mid 20s, and they really just, they really, it's sad what they doing in this industry, and they go get a bunch of young people that they know that come from nothing. Because if it's somebody that's got a business savvy family member, the strategy is to keep them out. Anybody that asks questions, we don't fool with them. So you can't ask no questions when you get ready to sign that contract. You just got to sign your life over, and they're literally signing their lives over. They take them and put them in the midst of a bunch of these people, that a lot of these people that they are in awe of, you know, and they're all the time they lining them up. They put them in their insurance. They send them out on these dummy missions, and they crashing out and totaling out completely. And that's messed up, what they are doing to um these young men. That's messed up. So they don't realize, you guys, that these people, hold on for a minute, you guys. I'm looking at something. They don't really realize that these people are they setting them up. They end up losing their lives. He needs to stay in the wheelchair and chill. Um Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. But I was thinking about him. We was kind of talking about him earlier today, JoJo Splat. But I think the thing about JoJo Splat is, like I say, the the only thing about JoJo Splat, because you listen to JoJo Splat, you know JoJo Splat is he's very naive. I'm not saying that he ain't bad, okay, but he is still a child. He's very naive, and trust me, those vultures that's lining him up understand, okay. But the only thing about JoJo Splat is that the authorities are on to this organizational crime mess so tough. He might be in a position where, God is kind of looking out for him, because the people that's lining them up are being watched so close. You see what I mean? If y'all he's in a position where, fortunately for him, he might be a little blessed, because the people that's lining his little ass up is being watched very closely. Okay. You know what, Fritz? Somebody had said that, that there was a body that was dropped off at the hospital. That was never confirmed, and because of the HIPAA laws, I don't really think that it ever will be. Not until it comes out in the trial. The hospitals are not going to tell you because of the HIPAA laws. Um, it's so much crime that goes on. Okay. Yeah. So you never know. But it was never confirmed that it had anything to do with that young dog situation. But of course, they are not going to confirm it because there are HIPAA laws. Okay. I know a lot of people was trying to figure that out. That I heard people was calling all out to the damn hospital and got mad. I don't understand the logic of people. I heard people was calling out to the hospital trying to get that information, and because they don't understand the laws and stuff, they were saying MPD trying to cover up something, because they won't even let the hospital tell us if somebody was shot. Why in the hell would the hospital tell the public or somebody that they don't know about somebody else being shot? That don't even make sense. um let's see. You should be used to it by now. I saw on the news where a man in a wheelchair was shooting at a woman and daughter. This wasn't his first time. Lord have mercy. Um, you said, do WAC 100 be saying Ja Rule or, huh? Black, what's that black sheep? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm not gonna deal with no trolls tonight. You come in here trolling, you're getting blocked. So don't come in here trolling. You're getting blocked. Ja Rule or Pyru. Okay. I thought he was trolling. I blocked him. Shit. Y'all, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Let me see how many likes we got. We should have over 100. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, please hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. He's saying Pyru or Jaru. Oh, Lord. I answered it. T, I know what he's talking about. Oh, okay. So was he a troll? Because I blocked him. Do y'all think he was trolling? Because I hate to block somebody and they ain't trolling, but so many people be trolling. I just I get trigger finger happy. I'll start hitting that block button in a minute. So maybe he wasn't trolling. It's 102. Y'all, please hit the like button. Okay, well, I'll unblock him because I thought he was trolling. Miss T, what did y'all do with Big Stepper? I don't know what Big Stepper at. I don't know where he at. Wherever he at, I hope he stay there. Reading book says I have a medical book because I need to be well versed on the HIPAA law. Okay, y'all, but please hit the like button. We've been talking about we talked about Jay Fizzle's interview where he was he was representing for Doll. They said that Big turned himself in. I can look and see if he turned himself in. JM901, J Muhammad, God bless you. And Monica says, leave him where he's at. We must have blocked Big Step because I ain't seen him in here. He probably, one of my mods probably blocked him. Because he can't stay away. D Bradshaw says, leave him where he's at. He's a hater. Hakia says he better stay where he's at. Erica says, yes, keep it stepping, left foot, right foot. I saw him on Player Code's page. For those of you all that's just coming into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You guys, tonight, like I said, we was talking about Jay Fizzle and we was talking about the entertainment industry is lining up the youth. Now, we was talking about JoJo Splat, and I think I was telling y'all why I was talking about JoJo Splat. I think it's a damn shame before God, though, what the industry is doing, and I think that's why they wanted Dolph out of the way, because Dolph was liberating his artists. He was not allowing them to enslave them and make them slaves. But you see so many other artists, so many other record heads, and they think they doing something. We bigging it up, and they making these dudes into slaves. Unfortunately for the artists, they don't really feel like it at that point because they're giving them all the drugs. That's to keep their brain messed up. Okay. They're giving them more money than what they've had. It ain't what it is supposed to be. It's just more than what they've ever had. And they're giving them fame. And fame is definitely a drug. They're giving them more fame than they're giving them money here. So yeah, and they put them in their insurance. Okay, so they really want them to, somebody like JoJo Splat, who is in a negative light right now. Okay, they figure he ain't gonna really sell a whole lot of records anyways, but that insurance gonna be right. Okay, so they gain his trust. They get him to gain. They just, I think they just lining him up. I really do. I think they lining him up. Like I said, the only thing that's probably saving him is that them folks on them niggas' asses that's lining them up. They on them tough. That's why I say ain't nobody getting away. So whether JoJo Splat know it or not, because they ain't stunned him. God is really on his side. I just hope he didn't have nothing to do with this situation with Dolph. And it's a damn shame that these young dudes feel like that they need to troll the dead. It never works out when they do stuff like that. and they let people kind of send them out to do that. And I think that the music industry, it definitely disappoints me when I've seen people like on a homegrown level and kind of witness their come up. And the goal is to go as far in the industry as you can, but at the same time they turn into the devils they turn into the devils that have always that took advantage of them in the beginning. And that's kind of what they doing to these newer artists. Now they've worked their way up. People like God in them, I have to go ahead and say it. And they kind of turn into the devils that took advantage of them. I think it's a shame. I do. I think it's a shame, and they kind of and what's the word that I'm looking for? And promote a lot of this stuff. Gotti says that he is a boss, but look at what Gotti has allowed. He's allowed his artists to troll a dead man. Dolph was an artist that Memphis loved, just like it's a lot of people, love Gotti in the Memphis area. They both came up in Memphis. A lot of his artists came up in Memphis. Okay. But he has continuously no respect for the fans that have helped to support him, that supported him and Dolph. No respect for them. You allow your artists to troll a dead man and put that type of stuff into the atmosphere, that bad energy into the atmosphere. Whereas the younger people that's coming along, the music that you putting out, you kind of saying, they saying, well, they ain't none of my kids. So we don't give a damn. We just gonna put the music out. We reckless with it. We don't care. We don't care about, it's their parents' job to raise them, but yet you want it's their parents' money that's buying their damn music, right? Because these kids ain't got no damn jobs. They don't want, even that, the ones now don't want to work. So whatever they get is because their parents is spending the money on it to get it. And so they're streaming their music and they don't feel like that they have a responsibility. So they're teaching these kids that you can go and put a hit on somebody, okay? And then troll them. That's why I like what Funny is doing. And not just them, it's a lot of other artists. I'm not just picking on them. I'm talking about all their goddamn asses. Excuse my French. Because they feel like these black men now feel like we don't give a damn about the black community. We just here to make money. I got to feed my family. So you send destruction back to the black community and you justify by saying I got to feed my family. That's just evil on a whole lot of levels, okay? And I'm speaking from the perspective of a member of the African American community, and then I am a black woman. So I think about the kids, and I'm not excusing what JoJo Splat and them, if he was in, because I'm not excusing them trolling, dog. I'm not. But the reason I bring him up is because he represents so many other little dudes that are out there that's being used, and then they crash them out. It's a repetitive cycle. Look at what happened with Stray Drop. They crashed him out for real. They used him, and now he's being thrown away. It's the God's truth. And somebody gonna bring their ass on my live and left a comment. And I ate them up. I ate them up for real. Because I don't have no tolerance for stuff like that, especially when you consistently have people that is destroying the youth, and they'll get on here and say, you bring down the black community by talking about us. They be getting mad at me. What? Because I'm speaking the truth. So I'm talking about what is going on and what they're doing to the black community, and they got the damn nerve to be mad at me for speaking about it. People want to do stuff, and they don't want you to say nothing about it, so that they can do it in peace. They as long as you don't make them think about what they're doing, they happy. Okay. Let me do my dirt. I know it's wrong. Don't make me think about it. So they get mad when you get a big mouth black woman like me on here that's saying, Negro, what you doing to our community ain't right. And you know damn well it ain't right. Okay. And like I said, the only thing that really makes me feel good about this young dog's case is to know that the people that should know exactly what has happened. And at some point, these dudes, everybody that's involved is gonna pay. That's the only thing. It's another thing. It's something different when you have speculations and you know you feel like the authorities are not on that trail, and you go, "Oh, I don't even think they on that trail," but that's not true. Okay, they are on that trail. So young, I've been saying, like I said, I'm happy at first. I had my reservations about CJ Davis because she wasn't a Memphian, but I think it has been a good thing. I guess as far as the young Doss case, God does everything for a reason to bring somebody in from the outside because they start doing things differently. You know, she likes to work with the feds. She likes to work with the feds, and I think that is a brilliant thing. Like I said, the police chiefs in the past, not so much with the feds, because even when I was working over there with MPD, I worked right in there with those investigators. Okay, I was working at felony response when I first started, and I would see how those investigators, the MPD investigators, and the FBI agents, whenever they had to work on a case, they would be fighting like cats and dogs because the FBI is very secretive. Okay, and so the head investigator on a case would be mad if the feds had to be brought in because they be going back and forth. No, this is my case. I'm over this case. Well, we were brought in. No, this is my case. You know what I mean? That love-hate relationship. And then what would happen was if it was something federal, the feds was supposed to be working with the investigators, but they would kind of get quiet and kind of go underground and wouldn't let the investigator know who was over the case what they was doing until after it was over. That would piss them off. So, like I said, kind of like a love-hate relationship. But I'm happy that we got a police chief right now that believes in working with the feds because I think you get more. You can't go wrong when you work with them. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I know she was a police chief in North Carolina. Um, I know she was a police chief in North Carolina, but I didn't know that she was the police chief at the time that they did those 100 shots at Dow Sprinter. I'm not sure about that, so I don't know. Can somebody else verify that because I'm not sure if she was the chief at that time. I ain't got my knee on nobody's neck. The Fed's the one out here spinning on these folks, okay? And they brought all of their parent friends with them, like the DEA. You got the marshals out there spinning. You got the FBI, the DEA, the marshals. You got the organized crime unit, okay, and you got the Memphis police investigators. It seemed like to me the ATF out there too. That's the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. These niggas ain't they got these illegal firearms, but the DEA is out there. They spinning for real. Everybody want to be the plug, so they want to take people out because they think they're gonna corner a market. And so I'm kind of happy that the DEA is out there because they ain't gonna get to enjoy it. The only thing about it is, like I said before, a lot of these people are narcissists. They go, "Well, I'm just the plug." These little dudes, they on their own. They got to figure they buy it from me because I guess what they do is they buy it from the plug, and then the little dudes buy from the plug, and then they left out. They have to try to sell whatever it is. So the plug think that they home free. But when these little dudes start being arrested and stuff, they a lot of times they'll give up the plug. So the DEA out there for a reason. I hear they spinning for real. So um word on the curb is that somebody, people, that's one of the reasons too why Dolph was taken out, because I don't know, that somebody wanted to be the plug. I don't know. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, T, they said CMG, not you. Huh? Oh. Has MPD found who's responsible for stolen guns and cars for police custody and personal vehicles? I don't know, Tambora. I don't know. Monica J says JoJo Splash sound like he speak cursive. He's still a child though. I guess he could. We just let me close my mouth up. Rest in peace, Young Dog says T. They says CMG, not you. Monica says, and they don't forget ATF agent Teasy. I think all of them federal bureaus out there spinning. Hmm. Mm-mm. A lot of times the plug tells on everybody else. Tambora said the plug tells on. I know the plug be trying to get it off of them, don't it? And be saying, this person, nah, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I know this little dude, he don't want to tell that the little dude bought it from him. But I think these little dudes gonna tell on the plug. I'm trying to tell y'all now. They took Dolph out for a few reasons. They took him out for a few reasons. I was listening to oh yeah, I'm glad that I thought about this. I was listening to an interview that Moneybag Yo did. I know they be trying to say I'm hard on CMG. I'm not hard on CMG. I could really be hard on CMG, but I'm not. I'm real tasteful. Okay. I don't hide how distasteful it is for them to be trolling a dead person and putting that bad and negative energy out into the atmosphere, and having these young adults who already ain't got no guidance thinking that that's cool. I can't understand if you supposedly hate a person that bad. Dolph hadn't done anything for them to hate him like that. So what? They was doing diss records. Hell, if they don't want nobody dissing them, they shouldn't be rapping. I mean, that's just how I feel. If they supposed to be men and they feelings getting hurt like that. But I was looking at Moneybag Yo did a live some time back. I want to let y'all listen to it. Hold on. Let me see if I could pull it up. Cause I always get on Moneybag Yo and then we'll get off of the subject. He's real quiet now. They kind of protects him. He the bag. He the he the money bag. I'm telling you. Let me see. And I'm playing this for a reason. Hold on, you guys. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Y'all, I hope y'all can hear it.
I ain't never done this. You niggas don't know how it is.
Y'all listen to it.
I'm flying around in $250,000 car, man. I'm sliding. I'm pushing this bitch, and I ain't speeding. I'm doing the limit. What up?
He say he's sliding.
You bitches currently playing with a nigga, man. Cause a nigga on some, man, I'm gonna let them niggas talk. Let them niggas keep talking. I'm gonna run up my bread. Nigga, I'm up. I'm two. Matter of fact, I'm two up.
Moneybag emotional too. Hold on. Let me see something. Moneybag is an emotional person too. Y'all hear how he breathing hard? You have to watch people like that. When they get too emotional like that, they'll do some crash dummy stuff. Hold on though.
Play, man. I'm two up. I'm way too up. I got paper to play. I ain't finna play with no nigga, fool.
Y'all heard what he said? He said he got paper to play, which means he got money. That ain't no different than what I mean. Soldier Boy just came right out and said he just worded his a little bit different. He's saying in other words he'll put some money on top of somebody's head. I mean that's what it sounds like to me. You know that's kind of what it sounds like. But let me let him finish.
Tired of you niggas. You niggas feeling yourself a little too much. You niggas getting to feeling yourself. Nigga, this ain't no 2008. This ain't no 2000. Bro, hey. Man, I got paper to play for. I ain't finna sit over here and play with no nigga, do all this extra. Man, you niggas just need to know. I let you do that shit. I let a nigga talk. I let a nigga do that because I ain't worried about you, bro. I'm way too up. You ain't even a fraction of, you niggas ain't even a fraction of where I'm at in life. You bitches talking. Every time a nigga talk, like what they gonna do? You bitches gonna make some statuses. Y'all some good status making ass niggas. I know that for sure. You niggas some good status making ass niggas, man. You niggas some good status making ass niggas. For real. So all you niggas good at making statuses. But soon as you gonna talk all this shit through a nigga through the street, make a status. But soon as you bump into a nigga, you see a nigga, you was not finna have that energy, bro. I done seen this shit repeatedly. Bro, keep going, bro. Keep going, you doing, man. Nice ass shit, man. You niggas get nice every time, but I'm a hoe. Oh yeah, but I'm the hoe. I'm the hoe though. But you niggas, when a nigga see you a nigga fake, cause I'm not running, period. Ain't no nigga, I fear God, I fear a lot, nigga. That's the only nigga I fear. That's the only one I fear. It's the only one I fear. Every time a nigga see a nigga, I'm not hiding.
Why the greats?
Okay. Now I played that because I was looking at that a little earlier. Now they didn't say who he was specifically saying that at. Now I don't know who he was saying that at. I'm not saying he was saying that at Young Dolph or anything like that because I don't know who he was pissed off at. Okay. But the point is that he insinuated that he said he got money to play. Okay. He said he got money to play. So to me, it sounds like he was saying that he'll put some money on somebody's head. He don't mind, putting hits on people, allegedly. That's kind of how it sounds to me. I don't know how it sounds to nobody else. But he looked a little different in that video, so I'm sure that was an old video. That was an old video. So Moneybag Yo kind of goes under the radar. He's a little quieter. Okay. I don't know. I gotta be honest with y'all. I like Moneybag Yo's music. But but I'm liking Finesse Two Times a lot better too, because him and Finesse Two Times sound a whole lot alike. Finesse Two Times blazing. He's so freaking Memphis. And I want us to be proud of all the Memphis guys because we always was just really proud of all of the Memphians. And then when they started, these folks and shot off now, the stuff that they doing. I don't mean no harm, but the stuff they doing over there at CMG is just um it's just not good for Memphis. And I'm serious. It's extremely distasteful. It is destroying the black community. It is sending a bad message. God is just not being a good CEO. Okay. That's just how I feel. I don't mean no harm. That's just how I feel though. Diane Rice says he sounds like he's about to cry. He said, "Rest in peace to what's his name. We left his family shook. We the reason for the balloon release. Left his family in disbelief. Are you serious, Moneybag Yo? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something because see, I had not heard that song, But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have been told y'all now. I said Moneybag Yo has not passed the smell test. He just kind of goes up under the radar. They kind of put black youngster to do up to do the most, okay? Because I think in their minds, black youngster is more expendable. So Moneybag Yo is the money. He's the money bag for real. So what they I think people they probably trying to protect that. They don't necessarily want him doing crash dummy stuff. But Moneybag Yo, they're gonna try and protect because he the one bringing in the money for real. So, but like I said, I he ain't passed the smell test to me as it relates to this Dolph situation, Moneybag. I can't hate on him because I like his music now, but he still ain't passed the smell test. Um, and apparently I ain't the only person that feel that way either. Um, and got a shot at Dolph the same year in 2016. Nobody ever knew. That's why he came back the next year bulletproof. Oh wow. Black Sheep Mafia says they can keep their ass out of Dallas though. Yeah, I heard song Monica Day. He's through rocks, hide your hand games he play. He needs to stop going under the knife. Yeah, the quiet ones you gotta watch. Thug was the moneymaker too. We see how that went. Absolutely, Monica. I agree with you on that. And so, like I said, and the reason why, I want us to talk about the music industry lining up the young black men. Jamorant need to be careful with that bread gang chain. He don't need to get lumped in if anything goes down in the future. Jamor, I don't know him. Monica says, at I am she Johnson, those lyrics gonna come back to bite him. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I keep saying this now because you know God says when I get them back for what they did, you're gonna see me get them back. I keep saying that scripture, it just stays on my brain all the time. God says when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. Whoever was involved in this situation with Straight Drop and Cornelius that did this to Dolph, they was dead wrong. That's my point. Okay. And it's just it ain't no way to make that right. There shouldn't be a reason for these black men consistently taking out black men, other black men, just because they pissed off. Get your ass out the rap game if you can't stand nobody dissing you. Okay, because that's basically how rap, that's how they battle rapped all the time. That's what was happening in the doggone beginning. Now all of a sudden these niggas and women put on pink panties and ballerina dresses and they feelings get hurt. He dissed me. I'm gonna kill him. We've allowed them to get away with that. We have, because the way to dismantle the terrorists, because a lot they become terrorists now. The way to dismantle the terrorists is not to buy their stuff, but instead we continuously buy it and make them rich. And I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of them are already fools and a fool, but now what we're doing is we make giving them money. And a fool with money is dangerous, okay? Even more dangerous than a fool without money. Okay? So what's happening is we are funding these terrorists, and they are definitely terrorists in the community. I don't give a care how much of your favorite rapper that they are. And I, like I said, I'm not a fake person, so I have to go ahead and give Moneybag Yo his props. I like Moneybag's sound. I like a lot of his music. I like his flow. I'm seeing now him and Finesse Two Time are very similar. I mean, Finesse Two Times just going hard. I mean, he going hard. I have to give Finesse his props. Okay. But I've always said Moneybag Yo has not passed the smell test as it relates to this young Dolph situation. He just has not. Okay. And it ain't no need for them to be consistently making music and dissing him. And yeah, somebody was saying that he said he's got an organization, where he's helping people that have lost their parents. I hope he ain't mocking Dolph, Because I mean, how you gonna get your ass on a record? Because see, that seems like a mockery. How you gonna get your ass on the record and mock somebody for being taken out of here and taken away from their family? That's a damn human being. And you talking about you starting an organization? Is he trying to mock Dolph? Oh, let me. I don't want to talk about that no more. Cause see, I can feel a flame coming up, and y'all know how I get when I get mad. Let's see. Anissa Moore says, flagrant disregard for life, crash tests, imbeciles. But when God slide, well, I'm telling you, God is the biggest slider for real. And that's something that they are not going to be able to get around. God is the biggest slider. God says, when I get them back for what they did to you, you're going to see me get them back. And it's a darn shame that a lot of them would rather be dead than to go to jail for the rest of their life. Now, Finesse is from Memphis. Finesse is Memphis. No, he is a Memphian. Y'all can't, Chicago can't have Finesse. He's ours. He got that Memphis sound. Let me see. Y'all, please hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. But yeah, y'all, I hate to see it, and it's happening. And music industry is lining up the youth, these younger folks. I'm talking about these evil devils. They take out somebody like Dolph, who's actually helping these young men to amass wealth and didn't want to make them a slave. So they take him out. You got a bunch of Negroes that gather to take him out. And these young dudes don't understand. I'm talking about like the straight drops and um the JoJo Splats and all of them. They don't even understand that when they sitting up letting these folks make a fool out of them to go take out somebody like Dolph, they really got them. They talking about, I want to get into the industry. You are allowing the slave master to get you to take out the slave liberator. Okay, you gonna handle that, and I'm gonna give you a deal. So you go take out the Dolph was the slave liberator. Okay, he was a liberator. He didn't believe in letting his artists and stuff sign to these record companies to make them slaves. He was about financial liberation, and he was the slave liberator. And these kids so damn crazy. They sitting up talking about, I want to be in the damn industry. So you let the slave master make a fool out of you. Because see, people they want somebody to stroke their ego, mac on them, tell them all kinds of lies, but they gonna still be starving. They spoon feed them a little bit. They get mad at Dolph because Dolph said, you're gonna have to work for it. He ain't want to help or give a nigga nothing. We gotta kill him. Oh yeah, dog, but then the slave master spoon feeds you a little bit. So you can go do their dirty work, but in the end, you initially gonna pay for it with your freedom or your life. So y'all these kids letting the slave master finesse them into going to take out the slave liberator so they can make their damn asses slaves. I had got a record deal. So you done went and took out somebody that could have taught you the recipe in the game and let the slave master made a fool out of you to go do that. And in the end, you're gonna have to go do, you're gonna pay for that with your life. Okay? Because nobody is getting away with it. They knew what had happened to young Dolph very early on. Y'all think these folks around here ain't gonna tell? These folks tells, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm glad they tell. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was working for MPD, I did traffic, and because I had worked before I went through the academy, I had worked as a transcriptionist. I was pregnant with my second baby. So I would be in the investigative unit. I did a lot of their work and stuff for them, as far as like their reports and I mean, everything came through there. And so when I went through the academy, I was out in traffic for a while. They sent me back up to Crime Stoppers. So in Crime Stoppers, we were the ones when you call 528 cash. That was me on the other end of the line, taking the tips, getting you the tail. Okay. Giving you your tip number. Then we go every month at I forgot, was it the first of the month or the fifth of the month? And we paid out a whole lot of money. We would go over there and pay them folks out their money. It's some people make a living, and I'm not telling no lies now. That's why when people say they don't pay nothing, I'm telling y'all they pay now. Call 528 cash if you want some money, but you're gonna have to give some good information. And so, and it's anonymous. We never ask them for their names or nothing. And that's one of the reasons. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna get into what happened when I was working over there. That's one of the reasons I became so passionate. That's one of the reasons why I became so passionate. Monica said, how many times TZ called that number about reading, working with people that did not know how to read, offering their program, because we only had them to fill out. I would type up a questionnaire. It was only 5 questions. We couldn't ask for their name. They just had to have their tip number. Okay. They had to fill out a questionnaire about, was it easy to give the tip? Is there anything that we could do better in Crime Stoppers and all of that? Well, it would be a lot of young people that would come through there, right? And so I would pass out all the sheets because they had a specific time to be there. I would pass out all the sheets. And most times they would be fumbling with the sheets. I kid you not, it happened every month. And I didn't want to embarrass them. I would go, have you finished a sheet? You did your questionnaire, because you can't go back there and get your money until you finish filling this out. And they would go, no. And then I would whisper and say, well, do you know how to read? No, I don't know how to read. I became extremely passionate about that. And that's why I started working with the youth on reading and helping to prepare them for their GED and things of that nature. So that's how I became very passionate about that, because they would be 19, 20, 25 years old, 16, 17. They could not read. I kid you not, they could not read. And it was so sad because they would be embarrassed. They would just be fumbling with their paper, and they didn't want to tell me, I don't know what's on this sheet. Okay. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. When we would be up there, we would answer their phone. I kid you not. They would be on the phone. Somebody, you have people that would call that would say, man, I know about this murder that happened 5 years ago. Man, how much do y'all really pay for real? I was like, yeah, we pay. And how much y'all paying for that murder? Because sometimes now Crime Stoppers give $1,000, but sometimes it was more because you have people that would donate for certain murders. I would look on the sheet and say, well, it's this much for that murder. So he was like, so if I tell and they're able to solve this case because of my tip, I'll get that amount of money. They said, no, man, that's my dog though, or hell, that's my cousin. They said, F that. I'm gonna go and get the information, and they would solve the cases. So people, it ain't like it's nothing new. People always been telling. Y'all thought all those people was gonna be out there, with Dolph. And then I guess I had the type of personality where I'd be sitting on the phone with them. I ain't never, even now, and I ain't trying to brag. That's why I don't, other than the prosecutors, the DA's office, the Shelby County DA's office, and the federal prosecutors, I won't take no work. I really don't do no work for a whole lot of attorneys anyways, because they're very demanding. Now, I don't have issues with working with the federal prosecutors. It's very stressful. They are not demanding. It's just stressful as hell trying to, doing what we do. Now working with the Shelby County DA's office is pretty cool. It's not bad at all. Okay. But people have been I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I've never had an issue, and it's got to be that it's just my calling. Okay, it's got to be. It's just my calling. I've never had an issue with getting people to. When I take statements from people, I never have an issue with getting them to give me the information that I need. They want to give it to me, and I say it's just a gifting from God. They want to give it to me. I make them feel comfortable, and they give it to me. I don't try to force it out of them. I don't try to trick them into telling me. It's just a gift from God. They pour out and tell me everything. That's why I make them damn attorneys pay me what I'm worth. Okay? Because that's a gift from God. But it stresses me out. I'm not working for the month of September. Because I'm stressed out. Reading books, says Tamara. I donated books to youth center, give away books, give to them. That's good. I think instead of playing these video games, what they need to be doing is they need to be having their children to read, and I'm serious. But I find now a lot of the parents don't really know how to read, y'all. They don't, and it's a sad thing, and it's nothing funny about that. That's one of my passions. Teaching, I want for people to know how to read. And I'm so pissed off. And one of the things that I'm advocating for, I talk about on my TV show, I want them to bring cursive writing back. I want them to put that in back into the schools, because they taking our kids back to the slavery days. They took cursive writing out when my babies were in school. They started taking it out. They was like, well, they don't really need it. What they don't want these kids to know how to sign their names. So what I ended up having to do was I ordered my children, when they was in school, some cursive handwriting little hand workbooks from off of Amazon, and I taught them how to do cursive writing. They're trying to take our children, and they basically have back to slavery days where they cannot sign their names and they cannot read cursive writing. That's a damn shame. And I'm very passionate about that, because what they're doing is they're handicapping our children. And it pisses me off when these nappy neck, cuckabug head Negroes that have made it from out of the community, that have made it out of North Memphis, out of whatever hoods that they come from. And then they make it up in the music industry, and then they start using the youth and making them into slaves, and then lining them up so that they can get the damn insurance money they want them to be. They know damn well JoJo Splat ain't gonna be able to perform nowhere, because somebody that one of Dolph's fans is probably gonna take him out. And I'm not speaking that on his life, but I'm being real. And the record, whoever that has secretly signed him or is thinking about signing him, know that. But I bet you they got some damn insurance money on it, because they probably want him gone anyways, because he probably was out there. That's how these folks, and we already know that he gets nervous because he's a child, because of how he was shaking. These folks think they playing chess with the youth instead of helping them. But I can speak that, because they ain't smart as they think they are. I'm glad the folks watching them. But this is what they are doing with the youth, with the younger generation. They lining them up. They got them into all these people. Well, little bro, you got to get into it. If you say this person name, this is what's going to sell records. These folks are on drugs. That's the reason why they popping each other like that, because they get them filled up with heroin, and they on all kinds of pills and shit. They make sure they get them on stuff so that they won't have any temperance. And all they doing is killing each other. They have made killing a sport in our community. And you got black men that are promoting it, and they don't care, because they can buy their houses out in the county. They can brag about their cars and their mansions, and it's all off the backs and the blood of the younger black community. Because what they did to Doc was dead wrong. They know damn well what they did to Dolph was wrong. Black Wall Street was the blueprint, and as we as people have strayed so far away from the foundation that was laid in Tulsa. I tell people that all the time. Black Wall Street, they had Black Wall Street back in the 20s, and y'all know how bad it was in the 20s. But those were rich black people. And they was rich because they had to patronize each other. They patronized each other. If they could build a Black Wall Street in the 20s, why can't we do that now? We sell out for a nickel. You gonna give me a cheese sandwich? Yeah, I take bro out for a cheese sandwich and a Gucci belt. They doing it for a cheese sandwich. They killing each other for a cheese sandwich and a Gucci belt. It's a damn shame. I had killed little June. I went and bought me a Gucci belt with the money. I'ma go kill his brother. I'll be able to go buy me the Gucci shoes. This is what they doing. Yeah, little bro, I give you this amount. I'm gonna go kill his brother and go buy the shoes. And after I go kill his mama, I'll be able to buy the jacket. Y'all, this is what's going on, and it's a shame before God. So I feel like these niggas that's got this money, that's paying, that's paying these Leo time, that's paying these little dudes that they already know that's psychologically messed up because they probably ain't got nobody to guide them right in their household. It's a damn shame before God. That's the reason why I keep my foot on their doggone necks, because they wrong for what they doing. They dead wrong. That's why I say, I always say, God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. If the police don't get them in time, God will give them a stroke, give them a heart attack, and they'll croak out when they snorting that cocaine. Because a lot of them on cocaine anyway. I'll bust their damn heart wide open. They out here doing evil and destroying the Black community with the money that the Black community helped them to get. Yeah. Killing somebody for a Gucci North Face. Absolutely. If you're in a position, if you Monica's J and he didn't wear them clothes that long, Gucci will, I think, he probably rented it. He probably had to take it back. Because these folks be renting a lot of this stuff. I didn't even know, y'all, you could rent clothes. I wish I would rent some clothes. Okay. They be renting this stuff. And they have to take it back so they could take pictures in it and have to take it back. If I can't afford to buy it, I don't even want it. Okay? I don't even want it. These folks spend all of this money on stuff that don't, and I'm not saying people can do whatever they want to do with their money. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I went and bought me y'all know I like Chanel purses. I went and bought me a Chanel purse, and I said I would never buy me another one. I just did not like the way I felt after I bought it, because that purse cost an arm and a damn leg. I was like, God, I'll never do this again, because I felt weak. Okay, because I'm not rich and I don't proclaim to be, but I felt weak. I said, I can't carry a person buying and paying for it make me feel this way. Weak as hell, because I was sick as a dog, because I thought about taking that purse back a many times. I thought about taking it back many times. That probably meant that I really couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it, really. Not like that. Let's see. Leo Thompson says killing people high off drugs, wake up the next day and don't know what they did. That's true. Long live Paper Route Frank. Yeah. Long live Paper Route Frank. Reading books. I ain't seen Deep Mind here tonight. She probably, she probably sleep. Tambora, I felt weak. I said, Lord have mercy. I'm not going to even talk about how much it cost, but I felt weak. I was like, if you feel weak after you buy a purse, that means that you don't need it, and you probably couldn't really afford it, okay? Because I felt weak. We can go to Nordstrom's and keep 100K in the bank. I wish they would have left. I wish they would have left off alone too, Monica. I wish they would have left off alone. They took their young man out, and I know people get on my live and they'll go, well, he wasn't innocent. Ain't none of us innocent hell. We all talk mess. Art, I don't know why I said art. Dolph was making money. Okay. Other artists make money. They make money by, throwing shade at each other. I guess some of these folks want to put fear in people. You talk about me, I'm gonna kill you. That's the reason why you have to not buy their music. You have to make sure you dismantle the terrorists by not buying their music and not supporting the damn record company. Anybody that come off the damn label where they got an artist on there that's talking about they gonna kill somebody if they diss them, taking somebody out in real life, we don't support the record label. Period. If they're gonna let their artists do that and participate in that, we don't support the artist and we don't support the record label. The nigga don't need to be in the music industry. Okay? He don't need to be in the music industry. Let's see. They took battle rapping to so many levels. Heck, even Tupac said the East West Coast beef was the right. Artists always started dissing each other right when they got ready to put out a record. Because they sold more records. It was always a strategy, okay? And people love to hear them talking shit about each other, okay? But in behind the scenes, they was cool oftentimes. But it has become extremely sadistic now. That's why I say we got to dismantle the terrorists because they have become terrorists. You diss me, I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna take you out. Okay, we're not gonna support the record head. How about that? So anybody that come off of a label where a nigga sitting up talking about I'm a real nigga, I'm gonna put some money on your head and I'm gonna take you out. We don't support the person that signed them. I bet you they're gonna make sure it's handled thin. Okay? Because your artist is a terrorist. And we ain't gonna buy his music, so he ain't gonna be no rapper. He ain't gonna make no money off of rapping. Okay? That's normally how we handle stuff like that, but instead we just keep funding Al Qaeda. Y'all know that's the terrorist group. Um, Now Dolph kids have to grow up with a hole in their heart from where Dolph's love should be. Absolutely. They took that man away from his children, all because they was jealous of him. And everybody wants to be the plug, okay? And it ain't gonna work out. That ain't gonna work out anyway. So I'm gonna tell you that's gonna be dismantled in the end. So little dude, it ain't gonna work out for you anyways. Um, Whoever it was that wanted to be the plug, okay, and they felt like Dolph was cornering the market. Hakia says they took. Let's see. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says I really don't think it was ever about Dolph dissing Gotti. If you ask me, that's just a excuse. Yeah, because that's too shallow. Gotti is old enough. Where Gotti had been into beefs with he had gotten into it with 3 6. I mean, Gotti know the game. His feelings, you right. His feelings don't get hurt by what Dolph said. Monica, I can't imagine the emptiness in their hearts and souls. I would have been thinking of what could have been done. It's why when I buy books, it was worth it and serves its purpose. Um, you can see Trey eyes already look so serious. And right, Dolph's son's eyes do look extremely sad. He looks extremely sad. You know, they ripped those children's heart out. And they got the nerve to get on the internet like some soulless, like Lucifer himself. You got to be Lucifer. First of all, you got to be Lucifer to sit up and troll a dead person. But God got something for that though. Yes, you see the hurt in Trey's eyes. A group of jealous people. The industry played a part too. Trey hardly ever smile anymore. God is only a boss in his mind and raps. Doc was a boss in real life. For real, this new music, not even popping like Doc music. Everything now about spending the block on ops. Absolutely. Doc talked about getting money and it was motivation. And that's all he ever talked about in his music was getting money, you know. And I just can't understand, the logic of people, but they wanted him out the way. Like I said, I guess people that, some of these folks want to be the plug, and the DEA said ain't nobody gonna be the goddamn plug, okay? So you gonna go to jail for your participation in Dolph's situation, and you still ain't gonna be the plug. I'm just saying that's just putting something in the air. Um, Rest in peace, young Dolph says Trey really loved Dolph. He used to be bad on purpose just for Dolph could come back home after his shows out of town. Yep, he just looks so sad. My heart goes out to him. So you didn't see the pic of these supposed rappers being in a beef, and they never were. That's what they couldn't stand. Yeah, Trey is very mature already, you know, and I think he's gonna grow up to be just as smart as his father, and I hope that he does. I remember dog screaming, Trey, quit standing on the couch, bruh, in one of his videos. Yep, in Sunshine, that's my fave dog song right now. I just hope his beef isn't generational. You know what, Monica? I think that if some of these Negroes, they're so sadistic, if they felt like that little Trey was going to grow up and take the industry, and we don't know if he's going to get into the industry by storm, I think that, they're so sadistic. Somebody could give somebody $15 to go mess with their child. This is how sick our community is. And I'm serious. But because God is a good God, by the time Trey get up, and if he grow up and he decides to take the industry by storm, a lot of these Negroes gonna either be dead or in jail because they going to jail. I done told y'all they going. I think about Dolph every day. I still can't see why someone would take a man's life away for money. I know. I can't understand nobody's life, even if it wasn't Dolph. A life is something that's extremely precious. That's something you can't get back. It was given to us by God. No man has the right. That's why it pisses me off when I hear some of these rappers say it's you only alive because I ain't called that. And I'm glad the FBI working on getting their asses off the street. Those ones right there. Okay. But to take anybody's life because of some money and then say that it's work. That's why, I love Funny so much. Okay. Because she is very unapologetic. You going that I was just putting in some work. That makes it even worse. You go and you rip up somebody's you rip somebody's family life apart because you putting in work. You too pathetic to be out on the street. Okay. And then you got older men that is encouraging and promoting this and paying these young dudes to do it. If you got the ear of somebody and you have the wherewithal, you've got um you can help to change their lives, why don't you do that? But when you tell them, bro, if you go, you go put in the work and take out this person and we're gonna put you on, that's evil. Y'all, that's evil on so many levels, you know, that that's just evil on so many levels, y'all. Yeah, y'all, that's evil. Funny is a bad chick. Yeah, Funny is a bad chick. She bad to the bone. Y'all, she bad to the bone. And I'm hoping that it's a domino effect, okay? You already got people that's saying, well, Funny is hard on these rappers. Well, if these rappers are the ones that's committing a crime and they're destroying the black community, we need more people like Funny, more politicians like Funny that's going to help to get these dudes off of the street, y'all. We need more people like her. For them trying to be a rapper. Well, I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with being 40 and trying to be a rapper. Some people take off it takes some people longer than others. But if you I think now I think it's a strategy. What the industry is also doing is these young dudes a lot of them are very talented. They're young, they're fresh. For some reason, it's something going on with my generation. And my generation is that generation that's like 37 to like 45. That's my generation right there. That 37 to 45, 37 to 43 or whatever. And for some reason they don't want to pass the torch. They don't want to pass. It's something going on. The niggas is stuck. Okay. And they got that real jealous spirit. They real emotional. And and this just happened because a lot of the dudes that I grew up around, I see them now. If they ain't cracked out on drugs, they still real manly. Okay. But what they're doing is because a lot of these younger dudes and kids are getting into the industry. They're younger. A lot of them are, they're handsome, they can rap real good, and they're hungry. They want to see these little dudes crash out because they feel like it's gonna get them 2 or 3 more years. So they want to see them kill each other because they feel like, well, I'm old, I done had my turn, but I done spent all my money on jewelry and prostitutes and crack. So I ain't got the money that I should have. So these newer artists coming along, and all the newer generation is stuck on the newer artists. That's their age. So it is a strategy. They either want to kill them out to sign them so that they can either put them in insurance and kill them out, or sign them and make them into slaves. And if they don't want to go for that, hey, they want to see them, you know, beef and kill each other. Because if your favorite rappers are being killed out, that gives the old heads that don't want to ride off into the sunset, I guess they feel like they give them 5 more minutes. Okay. Right. They misleading the youth on purpose. They want to see them crash out because, I'll get 5 more minutes. I'm 40 and I ain't hardly got no money. I got 36 kids. The child support then ate up all of their money. Okay. The child support and the crack. Well, the cocaine, when they was making some money, they could buy cocaine. Now that the money is scarce, they buying crack. Okay. So they want to see these younger kids crash out purposely. And these kids, and they mamas and stuff ain't got no damn sense. They ain't really had nobody to teach them nothing. Okay. They ain't had nobody to teach them nothing. So they fall right in line. Even though they're out in the street, these OGs is wrong. They wrong. And then they get mad at me talking about you want to see your own damn people in jail. Damn right. I want to see them right in jail because they destroying our community. I want to see the ones in jail that's destroying the community. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Um, let's see. They applaud ignorance. Yes, they do. 77 strong. Not nan of mine under me on that path. I'm so happy, Dennis Martin. Um, Joy, you have me hollering, bragging about having hot girl summers, but don't even know basic math. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's how it is. So y'all, the music industry, I blame his stepmom. That's with the bees. Add that too. Y'all, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, but definitely hit the like button. Okay. Let's see. Blame a stepmom. That's with the bees. Add that too. Videos with more engagement views. Like, yes, y'all. Oh, let me see how many likes we got, you guys. I appreciate you guys for hitting the like button. And if you haven't hit the like button, please do. Please do, you guys. So, but yeah, you guys, it bothers me. Even with as much as I fuss and stuff, and I do a lot of fussing. I definitely care about the younger generation. I always say the younger generation is going to have to be here. Even though, Dolph was only 36 years old. We needed young Dolph. We needed him here to help these young men that God has given a talent. It's not right for them to have a talent and then you have execs that want to pimp their talent out. I think it's enough money out there for everybody to make money without taking advantage of the artist. What they want to do is They want to, okay, Monica, they want to pimp out the artist, and they want to make money off of the artist until they have just gotten as rich as they can get. And then at that point, um maybe the artist can, when the artist finally start, questioning what is going on with their contract. But a lot of times when they start to question that, they'll take them out of here. That's what they do. They start taking them out when they start to question their contracts and things of that nature, and that's messed up. you know I know a lot of people gonna get mad at me for saying this now, but I don't care if you get mad or not, but I'm gonna have to say it because it ain't nothing but the truth, y'all. And it's and I'm not giving him no excuses, trust me now, because I think he's a sick person. Y'all, the industry put R. Kelly, he R. Kelly, there had always been rumors of R. Kelly messing around with young girls, dating back to when Aaliyah was alive. Y'all know that was in the 90s. But as long as R. Kelly couldn't read and write and didn't know nothing about them contracts, the industry, the powers that be, when it got those little girls and actually lined those little girls up and took them to R. Kelly. They even got parents that was in agreement with selling their children. This ain't nothing new. People sit up and say, well, parents don't sell their children. You a damn lie. I can't tell y'all how many they doing it now. Y'all, there was a case that I never forgot. It hurt me. It hurt me so bad because I have a passion for children. Okay. I do. I have a passion for children. Okay. So children and seniors. So there I forgot the Shania. I think that was her name. It hurt me so bad for when, remember when that was in the media. Shania's mother owed the drug dealer. She didn't have his money, so she gave him Shania. And if y'all saw, like, the hotel room camera caught him going into the hotel room. Shania was 4 years old, 4 or 5. She might have been 5. She was just so still. Like when he was carrying her, when he carried her, the camera got him carrying her into the hotel room. He was in the hotel room with her for a couple hours because the mama couldn't pay him. She sold Shania, the baby, to him. Okay. And she was just so, it was like she couldn't move when well, I'm sure she could. I'm sure he hurt her. He did hurt her. That was a 5-year-old damn child. And he gonna take her in a hotel room and sexually assault a baby and then turn around and kill her. The mama should have been, y'all don't, okay. I don't want to talk about that because y'all know I be getting ready to go in. Because I've seen some stuff that happened to these kids. And I'm going to tell you something. It happens every single day. They cannot put that on the news. They can't put it on the news, okay? Because of the privacy laws. If I told y'all sex crimes is filled up every single day. Okay, the room is filled up every day with people down there filing reports because they have been sexually assaulted. Okay? Or raped. These folks sick. I told y'all, I remember I was sitting there pregnant. I never forgot because I was sitting, I'd be right there in the window. My desk was right there at the window. So when they got off the elevator, I could see everybody got off the elevator. And I'll never forget, I was sitting at the desk in felony response. That's the investigative bureau for MPD. And I was looking at, I saw a young man and 2 teenage girls come from around in sex crimes. And I remember asking the investigator, I said, what they do? Because it was a Sunday. I was working on a Sunday. I said, what is sex crimes doing up here? Because this late, because they always left at 4. And they only came back in, felony responsible handle everything after hours, all of the felonies. And I said, what is sex crimes doing back up here? They said, well, they had a case, and they had to come back because the boy was 16 years old, of a minor. I said, wow. I said, who are those young girls? I never forget. I said, who are those young girls? Their hair was all over their head. It said, the investigator said those were his sisters. I said, what happened? And this happened right in East Memphis. In East Memphis. I was about 8 months pregnant. And the investigator said, well, they came there, they broke in the house, and they was looking for the older brother. Evidently, he was, and he was a drug dealer, the older brother. The older brother wasn't there. So he put the gun on the teenagers, because the girls were teenagers. The mama was there, the son was there, he was 16. He had his sister there. I think one of the sisters was 17, the other one was 18. So what he did was he put the gun on the brother, the 16-year-old, made him have sex with his mama. These was black folks. A black nappy head. Y'all think I give a damn about these police officers whipping these niggas' asses? Hell no, they ought to break some of them neck. Okay, I don't even like talking about a whole lot of cases because I get real mad. And I ain't talking about these ones that was innocent. Because see, people have found a way to twist that. Not these ones that wasn't doing anything. I'm talking about these ones that's out there doing it. Some of them need their asses tore out the frame. So what he did was he sexually assaulted. I have to say the R word on here. He sexually assaulted the teenage girls. He didn't want the mama. He wanted the babies. He sexually assaulted the teenage girls. Then he turned around. And put the gun on the 16-year-old boy and made him have sex with both of his sisters and his mama while he watched. When y'all, if I never forgot it, because when the 16-year-old boy came around by the elevator, I was looking at the fright on his face. Like, if you had seen his facial expression, okay, it was that of terror and horror. Okay. And when that's what made me ask the investigator, what's going on with that? When he started to tell me, y'all, it's some sick people. These folks do some sick stuff. And then they had the nerve to stand on their soapbox and talk about the police twisted my arm. They ain't tell you what they did. A lot of times they do such heinous stuff, the damn police should have twisted their damn arm off. Some of them don't even deserve no arms because they don't know what to do with them. Okay. I'm telling you, Anissa said Jesus is coming to twist your foot. I'm telling you, some of them need to be. Okay. It's a darn shame what is going on. And that's the reason why I'm so happy that they are working at busting up these human trafficking rings. When I started getting into research in human trafficking, and I've had people to hire me, when their cases go cold, they'll come and get private investigators. Okay. The thing about missing persons cases are you have to have quite a bit of money. Okay. Because you have to go and reignite cold cases, because what happens is the police department, that if it goes cold, they're not going to get out there on the beat like we do. They just wait to get another tip. They have to move on to the next case. That's what they have to do. But I'm so happy that the FBI, it's really the FBI, has actively gotten involved with busting up these human trafficking rings, and that's why they saying they hating on the rapper. Well, if they out here whoring out little girls and stuff, because they snatching these human trafficking rings are snatching up girls. They ain't just finessing them into getting into prostitution. They are snatching them. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, and forcing them into prostitution. So I mean, I'm glad they doing it. I don't give a damn. We gotta, that's why I always say we gotta stop putting these people on pedestals just because they're in the industry. You don't really know these people. They sick. A lot of these damn rappers sick and they on crack. Their asses need to be in jail. They sick and on crack and need to be in jail. They mad. They if you can't, they want to. I never thought I would live to see where men would be so sadistic and such predators when it came to women and children. Kids can't even walk home from school now because you have to worry about a man looking at them a certain way. They want to snatch them. Oh, because now these rich men, they want little children. And I can't believe that there are black men that are out there that would snatch up a child, that would take money to snatch up a child and take an innocent child away from their family just to sell, to make some money and give it to somebody with some money that wants to have sex with a child. I don't know what our community is coming to. And then you hear a lot of black people say, well, Tamara, you just hard on the black people, says they ain't have no problem with it with when the white people says was doing it. Our community sick. So just because the white folks was doing it, you say the white folks was doing it, it's trying to justify wrong. It ain't nothing right about that. You have to watch it. I don't like you have to watch people that start trying to justify crimes like that. Well, Hugh Hefner did it. So that means, nigga, it's something that you don't see is wrong with that. You is sick. Okay? You sick. You cannot justify, y'all, abusing women and children. And that's the reason why a lot of these black men are in the positions that they're in, because they're just so dead set on abusing black women. That's the reason why, God damn it, I say go whenever they think they're gonna harass you. It's a dude right now that's borderline harassing me. He just don't know he about to get a charge. Okay? Because I'm about to be in fear of my life for him. Because I think he's a little kooky. Okay? So he about to get some paperwork. Because one thing for sure, you cannot make a person pay you some attention. Because I'm about to become scared of him. When people zone in on you, see, women kind of dismiss stuff. I've worked with women too much to let some man abuse and cyber stalk and harass me. I know the laws as it relates to that. You can't make somebody pay you some attention. These men need to be taught. Okay? These men need to be taught. If she don't want you, go on with your life. She don't want to have nothing to do with you. She don't want to do. She don't. If he ain't paying, if vice versa, he ain't paying you no attention. Move on. It's just too many men out there for that. And if you don't know them other than from the internet, Lord have mercy. Don't know basic math. All that child pedo crap is sickening. Yes, it is sickening. Okay. Demarcus says he hadn't seen or she hadn't seen us since April. Where you been at? If you haven't seen us since April, where have you been? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at something. I'll finish looking at it in a minute. Oh, okay, you been busy working. Reading books says Miss. I saw that Mississippi has no clean water. Demon's doing good. Monica J says, yes, y'all, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Yes, people can pretend to be anyone on. Yeah, they can pretend to be anyone on the internet, but it's another thing when you start talking, when you start stalking people, when you start harassing them. Okay, there's a special place in hell for some, right? And but back to these kids, y'all. They are actually, and I can't understand black men that's participating in this. They participating in this. I think it's a damn shame, ladies, when you hear a man sit up and talk about he whoring out women to get money. I got my money. How you get it? Yeah, I got some gals out there working. You got to be the sorriest MF that ever walked. You getting your money off of a woman, off of her selling her body. You sick. You pathetic. You pitiful. You can't do nothing else. See, they get mad at me when I go in on them like this. I don't give a damn what they think or how they feel. Because if they out there doing something like that, you pitiful. And any real man should share my sentiment as it relates to that. He should be in agreement with me. Yes, he killed that baby. And I feel like the mama should have got the damn death penalty too, because she set up and sold her baby to that man. She should have been handled. Don't you think pimping and slavery is the same? What you mean by that? Pimping isn't any worse than slavery. Both of them bad. What you mean? Okay, I want to know what you mean by that. Especially if a man has daughters, how can you disrespect? Absolutely, put their hands on women. Want to, aggressive when it comes to women. Then get mad when they go file charges on them. She had just want to make my life hell. Well, you ought to leave her alone. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. I'm looking at something. I guess I can finish looking at it when I get off of here, though. I guess I can. Anyways, you guys, how long have we been on here tonight? We've been on here 2.5 hours. You're right. Pimping and slavery are the same. You're right. Tambora True says nothing's worse than slavery, but it's all bad. I typed to yeah. Michelle Johnson says yes, Joy of love for the mom and that nasty joker that killed that baby. Yeah, I remember that. That baby was so scared. You could tell she was scared. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's stuff like that happens all the time. It's a lot of sick pedos. It's a lot of sick people. Um, to me, there's no difference in a 17 and a 17-year-old teenager and an 18-year-old teenager. For somebody to sit up and say, "Well, I'm gonna wait for her to turn 18," and they 60, they sick. They is sick. I am William. That's why I said I was getting ready to wind it down because I got to be out on the same damn case. After I finish this case, y'all, I ain't taking no more cases. Let me stop that. I said I was not going to do any work for the month of September, but hell, I said I wasn't gonna do no work for the month of August, but I did. But I think in September I'm not gonna do any work. I'm not gonna take any more cases. I'm gonna take the whole month off. Yeah, I'm gonna take the whole month off for the month of September and rest because I'm tired. Freedom is a part of our birthright. Right. But it depends. Go on a paid vacation. I need to. But when you say freedom is a part of our birthright, yes, we have the right to be free, but we don't have the right to violate other people. And we definitely don't have the right to violate children. People want rights. I want to be able to marry a 5-year-old. I can't understand why these men letting folks like that walk. See, they sitting up, they wants to, that's how I know our generation is sick. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the black men. A lot of these black men, a lot of them are so pitiful. Not all of y'all, because I love black men. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of good black men, but some of these black men have become so sadistic and pitiful. They can't control their emotions. They want to take out somebody like Dolph because Dolph is making money. In our community, they scared you making money. They scared somebody making money on YouTube. Okay. And so, thank you, Urban Matt. Okay. So instead of I can't understand why. So they'll go and take out somebody that is productive in the community because of jealousy, but they'll sit up and let somebody walk around the community freely that's messing over the women and the children. They don't have no issues. They don't even deal with them. They sit up and let them walk around freely and dap them up and shake hands with them and everything. Somebody that's wanting to mess with a 5-year-old child. It seemed like to me that it's a lot of twisted people because that person should be handled. Okay, you got that right, Devin. You got that right. Lord knows you got that right. Okay, Devin McCarthy. That statement is true. But ain't no pedophile supposed to be able to walk around the community freely, and these black men don't handle that. Okay, because even if he was a pedophile, he's supposed to be so scared to look at a child because he already know that there are repercussions for touching these kids and these women. Okay, it's supposed to be repercussions for that, but instead there are no repercussions. That's right. You don't let nobody walk up to your car. Now, I was at the gas pump the other day, and there was quite a few people out there. But I didn't even know people still walk up to your car trying to sell gold necklaces. Hell, I I didn't even know people still wore oh, okay, a herringbone necklaces shit. And the more I told him no, the closer he got. I'm telling you. The more I told him, I'm not interested. Here, just hold it. Just look at it. He was trying to get me to touch it. I said, no, I don't have no money on me, sir. And I wasn't in the mood either. I went in the mood. I was tired. I had mood swings. I wasn't, and that was it was swinging left. My mood that day was swinging way left. I tried to tell him, sir, because he kept walking up on me. I don't like for people to walk up on me. That'll get you hurt. But yeah, you have to be careful about that. Right. I'm telling you. And the more I was telling him, no, I'm not interested. What in the hell I look like buying a damn herringbone necklace? He talking about $25. Why would I want that? I said, I'm not interested. Sir, I'm not interested. I kept telling him I wasn't, and he kept walking up close to me. I don't like for people to walk up on me. Um, okay, y'all. I'm getting, but y'all know what? I'm doing good tonight because we almost been on here for 3 hours. We ain't been on here for 3 hours in a long time. Because I've been working, I've been real tired. Um, Let me see, y'all. They don't support 150. Yeah, y'all, please hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. We supposed to have over 200 likes in here. Just tried to get my daughter in love to smell something in a tube in Walmart the other day. Sick of, oh yeah, they'll do anything to try to get you out so they can sell you into trafficking. And a lot of these celebrities be funding these trafficking rings. They make a lot of money by putting these girls into stealing these little girls and selling them. They send them overseas because these billionaires will pay all kinds of money for these little kids because they can marry them in their country, and that's what's going on. I don't. These folks got to be handled, and they can't just be taking down black men because they get mad. He flossing. He went and bought him a new car. He all on Instagram flossing. We gonna take him out because when it's all said and done, that's why they taking these folks out. You don't take out nobody that you are not threatened by. You don't even be bothered by them, especially if you feel like they are beneath you. You only are troubled by people that you think are better than you, or you scared, or you see that they're going to surpass you. And it's a damn shame that our people are like that. I mean, taking somebody else out is not going to help their life at all. Because these folks ain't letting them get away with taking these men out. They're not getting away with it. That's why I keep telling y'all, you gotta just let this situation play out. And this young dog situation, I was downtown today. I was downtown today. I got something to tell my members. I'll probably tell y'all tomorrow. But I had to go down there today to get my, and these folks ain't getting away with what they did today. I got to be down there tomorrow too. I'll be glad when this assignment is over because I'm tired. But anyways, you guys, I tried to stay on for 3 hours. That would be 15 more minutes, but yeah, I didn't got so tired. But what I'm gonna do is, I guess by the time I sum up what we talked about, okay. By the time I get finished talking about summing up what we talked about, okay. And but you know what? It wouldn't be in a need for me. Well, I wouldn't want to handle Daw's case, case. Daw's case, the DA's office, Daw's case is still an active case. Okay, believe it or not, the Memphis Police Department and the FBI still working on Daw's case. It is definitely an ongoing case, although straight dropping them are, um, they have been, indicted. You know, the prosecutors are handling. They have investigators, but I don't. They don't need any. They got everything they need on them. I do believe that's what the Spirit of God tells me. Okay. Um, and even if I was at, if we had been contacted, because the DA's office outsourced, they have their own investigators, but when they get overloaded, they outsource. They contract other private investigators, right? Like my company and stuff. I'm doing some work for them right now. Um, but I would not deal with the Young Dogs case at all because I vlog on it. I know a lot of people want to lie like I was handling the Young Dogs case. I mean, with the DA's office, but I'm absolutely not. Even when Young Dogs case, it's gonna be some of these people in this Young Dogs case. They're gonna end up over there at the federal building because they're gonna, especially with the feds being out here. Okay. I'm not gonna touch it then. I wouldn't investigate anything or anybody that is affiliated, with the Young Dogs case at all because I vlog on it. I vlog on it, so I would never. And they probably wouldn't want to, because I vlog on it, they wouldn't assign it to me anyways. If they needed some more witnesses and stuff found. If you did handle the Dogs case, you'll do fine. Yeah, but I've vlogged on it too much, you know. Um, I wouldn't, yeah. And plus, like I said, Dolph's case is still an ongoing case. Dolph got some real hitters on his case. I'm telling you, he's got the FBI, he's got the Memphis Police Department, homicides investigators. eh, He's got the DEA, the marshals working with them, and probably the ATF. Okay, so he's got some hitters for real. That's why these folks out here crashing out, and these folks looking right at them. That's why I always made them jokes. I was making those jokes for a reason. Hell, I was making fun of them. It's a damn shame to be a hitman and the folks looking at you. But it all goes back to what I was saying about these black men don't care anything about themselves or their families. Like, just because somebody got some money, if all they can do is give you a job as a hitman, that's pitiful. They don't give a damn about you at all. And these men are taking, you know, going out here destroying other people's families' lives. They've taken on being a hitman. First of all, you ain't no damn gangster. The folks know who you are. You damn shade tree hitman, okay? A damn shade tree hitman, okay? But then you sit up and you will go take hits and get on your knees for another man, and you got these women and you got your woman and leaving your woman and your children out there with nothing. Well, he had paid me 100 grand, nigga. You sitting up talking about 100 grand. Your kids need you out there in the physical. How in the hell you gonna be any kind of daddy in jail for the rest of your life? Okay, okay. So I think it's a shame before God, like what these black men are doing, even with a lot of this stuff that they do on the internet. A lot of these internet trolls. And then they think that it's something like I'm such and such little hitter. I'm his hit man. That they give the illusion that they got that because what they do, if they had these assassins, like they said, they would not be sending these young men out, these crash dummies out to do their dirty work. What they doing is they sending these younger folks out, people like Straight Drop, to do their dirty work. Not only are they ruining the people's lives that they're taking out, they actually ended up ruining these young men lives. Okay, and they don't give a damn. And that's why I always say, to some of these little young dudes that jump on my lives, be in the background, don't let these folks make an ass out you to go do no hits. What good is you having them giving you 50 grand and you gonna have your ass in jail? You can't buy nothing with it but ramen noodles from the commissary. First thing they're gonna say is, "Well, I held up my end of the bargain, little nigga. I thought you was the hitter. I thought you had that organized. I ain't got nothing to do with you. With that, I did my part. I know you ain't gonna rat me out. You a rat. I know you ain't gonna rat me out. Okay. I held up my end of the bargain. I gave you your $50,000 to take a human life. You got caught. That's on you." And they always get caught. Okay. They always do. They always get caught. So, nobody is getting away, y'all, with what they did to Dog. These people already know what they did to Dog. They're very far along than what we would ever even know. Okay. And it ain't got nothing to do with any of us on the internet. It's got everything to do with the great work of the investigators and the agents that have been out there working, okay, and handling this young dog's case. And that's all. It's got everything to do with them out there doing their job. I didn't solve the young dog's case. Nobody solved the young dog's case except for the Memphis Police Department and the great witnesses that you heard CJ Davis talk about that was on board with them from the very beginning to help them to get as far along as they are. Okay, she said that from the very beginning. She said that. The great work of the FBI. you know. Absolutely, Democra. And so I hope that this is a lesson. I hate that young Dolph can't get up out the grave. His children are sad. Anybody with a conscience. That's why I say these robotic folks ain't got no place on this earth. If you could take a man from his children just because you was beefing with him and then want to troll about it and ain't got no heart about it, you a sick individual. And God got a special ass whooping for you before he send you straight to hell. Because that's what's going to happen. Now, I'm going to tell you something about God. Y'all know I'm coming to the end now. God works through people like the DEA and the FBI and the prosecutor's office and the Memphis Police Homicides Division and the FBI Task Force and the Organized Crime and Vice and Narcotic Unit. Okay. Those are the people that God worked through to take down these sadistic people. And I keep saying that, and it's just been on my brain. And then I started thinking about JoJo Splat today. And that's when God gave me that message that a lot of these top industry people are just consistently lining up the younger black people. And these record labels that want to get money behind their labels ain't got no issue with it because they just want to line their pockets. They don't even give a damn about their own community. It's a damn shame. No one man, y'all understand me, for the Negroes that troll. So I'm gonna say this to these record heads, to Moneybag, to Gotti, to Juke, to Jay-Z's, to who else are some damn call themselves some record heads. Throw some names out there. Okay, because I'm talking to all them. No one man can rise above the condition of his people. Okay? No one man. And I get really emotional and mad when I say that. Because you got too many black people lining their pockets off of the backs of the same damn community that they saw their mothers struggle in as well as them. And so now they've risen above it and it would be a beautiful thing. But why are they, you got a lot of people sending destruction back to those same damn communities, and they got the damn nerve to think that God is going to let that be. When these folks sit up and say we know what happened in this young dog situation. Hell, why they lining up some people? And I'm not talking about them specifically. I'm just saying in general. Some of these folks, why they lining up some of these younger people, the FBI lining their asses up. And it goes back to what I said. God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. A lot of people don't believe in karma no more. They think that they are God. Because so many people gathered around them and made them their God because they got some money, because they want them to grease their palms. Ain't nobody got no damn pride no more. They will get on their knees for anything. He got some money. Oh, we're going to hang around, bruh. Maybe bruh give me $5. So they doing anything to include ruin their lives. They don't give a damn about their own damn kids. Because if they cared about their kids, they wouldn't be out here gang banging, and they would not have their asses out here taking money for hits. Okay? Because they know that there are consequences for this, and everybody's telling on everybody now. Ain't nobody getting away with a damn thing with all these damn new laws and stuff getting ready to be changed. They gonna force their asses into a corner, and they gonna all be telling on each other because they already is. And I can't get mad at nobody for telling on somebody else. Because the thing about it is, I want all of the terrorists off the street. Okay? That's what I want. 9B says, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. Absolutely. God says, when I get them back, for what they did. Okay, and y'all know I got to add Young Dolph name in this one. He says, when I get them back for what they did to Young Dolph, you gonna see me get them back. So God gonna let us see it. He says, I prepared a table for you in the presence of your enemies. So he said, when I get him back, you're gonna see me get him back. So that means he gonna let you see that he's gonna allow you to see him get your enemies back, and then he gonna give you a seat at the front of the table to witness the takedown. They ain't getting away with what they did to Dolph because the people know who was involved. Okay. The people know who was involved with it. So they ain't got away with it. They just lining them up and getting their evidence and stuff. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with the immaculate work of the FBI and the investigators, the MPD investigators that work this case, and whatever else federal entities that they got working with them. And then the Bible says pride comes before a fall. They fail, and they don't even realize it when they took that boy up out of here. It's been so many other young men, just like young Dolph, to lose their life. Okay, and a lot of them didn't do nothing but was confident and was gonna be great, and they've been lining them up because in this society you got to be a slave if you black, and they got these black Negroes, and they have given them the illusion of that they got power, and they happen to line up their own damn community. Anybody that dares not be up under that slave doctrine as it relates to the music industry. The black folks are the ones with the damn talent, especially as it becomes to rap. So why shouldn't they be getting 100% really of their money, especially the artists? But what they want to do is they want to slave out the talent. They have accepted that. You got artists now that have labels. They were slaved out. Now they made enough money to start a label, and they're continuing that whatever that doctrine is of the slave master um enslaving all of these artists. They just continuing the cycle instead of getting like Dolph and getting away from that. It's a way for them to make money with these folks being on their labels. It is. But to make them into slaves, to grease their palms just a little bit because they ain't used to nothing. So they'll take a few $100,000, especially when they're already starving. But it bothers me so much that our people, it has come to this with our people. It's a sad thing. It's a shame before God, y'all. It is. It's a shame before God. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. I don't believe that any word of that Bible is fake. It has always proven to be true. Okay. So, I think it's a shame. And this one is definitely, one for God. And God is working. Dolph got a mom and a daddy. And Dolph got a mom and daddy that hurts and prays. And one thing we do know is that God answers the prayer, hears a mother's prayer, a parent's prayer, especially when their spirit is broken and their heart is broken. And who could be more broken about a child, than about a child? Okay? A child that they gave birth to. And somebody decided, okay? Jay Fizzle wanted Dolph to go where? Mike Salisbury. Where did he want him to go? Jay Fizzle wanted Dolph to go where? Okay. So he's got parents and stuff that's praying, and y'all think that God ain't gonna make these Negroes pay for what they did to him? They got to pay. Okay. Just because we don't see his mom and daddy talking, don't mean that they're not talking to God. They're talking to the investigators. So God answers prayers. So they know that they're going to get it back. Ain't nobody getting away with what they did to him. They got to pay for what they did to Dolph. Okay? And it probably won't be long now. You know, they even got to pay for it, misleading these young dudes out here, finessing them and going to do their dirty work. That's evil. And so a lot of people can try to get mad at the police all they want to, but God has his people everywhere. God works through the people that are here in the physical. Okay. God works through the people that are here in the physical. So, yeah. Prayer in the name of Jesus will God move to action. Okay. So we're gonna see, we'll get to see it. That's why I say, y'all, don't get emotional. Let this thing play out. I truly believe that the investigators and stuff know what they're doing. They do. They got the federal government working with them on this situation. And they're gonna handle it. They already done handled it. And like I said, it's not something that I just pulled out of my butt. I want to show this again. Let me see if I still got that video. And I just happened to run up on it. And I didn't even know that lady had said all that. So I know that that was just God. If I could find it, I want to play it for y'all right quick. If I could just find it. Let me see. Um, Let me see. Here it is right here, y'all.
This, Brad.
We received over 500 tips.
That man said they received over 500 tips, okay?
And we went through that process of vetting those tips and reaching out to our partners across the Southeast to help us.
I always like to take y'all back to the beginning because, I mean, a lot of when you start listening to a lot of crap, you kind of forget about what the people that actually know. These are the people that's handling a lot of the people that's at the forefront, that's leading this journey to justice as it relates to young Dolph, okay?
Check addresses. And I'll just tell you a few of the places that we checked. We went to Indianapolis, Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, and Hampton, Virginia, checking different addresses and following up on tips. We were very diligent in what we did. And yesterday, with the assistance of our headquarters Investigative Operations Division, headquartered at Marshall's headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, we got a tip that Justin Johnson was traveling on Highway 42 in Indiana.
Okay, who could have gave them that tip other than I'm gonna fast forward to C.J. Davis other than Shondell Barnett asked because I believe that's who did it. Okay, let's see.
Justin Johnson, who is a
Now y'all
wanted
listen
person
to
of
her.
interest in the murder of young Dolph Adolph Thornton, is now in custody, thanks to the Marshal Service and their dogged, relentless, and unwavering commitment to getting this individual off the street. Cornelius Smith is now in custody as well, pending the following charges: first-degree murder, criminal attempt to first-degree murder, convicted felon in possession of a handgun, employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, and theft of property in the amount of $10,000 to $60,000. These arrests would not have been possible without the dedicated men and women of the Memphis Police Department and our partners, specifically our homicide unit. Last year, these investigators handled more than 300 homicide cases. They work day in and day out trying to identify individuals with the same type of aggression and unwavering, intrepid spirit that was involved in this particular case. And without the assistance of our partners, and this is a short list of individuals or groups that we need to identify. Of course, the United States Marshals, Marshal Tyrese Miller and his team, the Two Rivers Violent Fugitive Task Force, the Multi-Agency Gang Unit, MGU, Shelby County Sheriff's Department, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, the Covington Police Department, the South Haven Police Department, the DeSoto County Sheriff's Department, the Indiana State Police, and the Putnam County Sheriff's Department. The Memphis Police Department would also like to thank all the men and women who were involved in this investigation for their dedication and hard work. We also would like to thank the hundreds of citizens, not just from our area, but from around the country, who provided tips throughout this investigation to ensure these individuals were brought to justice. Thank you to our citizens and to the public for trusting the Memphis Police Department and utilizing our Crime Stoppers Anonymous tip line. This is an ongoing investigation. Thank you very much. And at this particular time, I'd like to ask our District Attorney General, Amy Wyrick, for remarks.
I told y'all she just talked about the Crime Stoppers.
Good afternoon.
Let me
For
forward
request
it
in that case,
Provide the
I want
specifics
y'all to listen to her when she answering these questions.
just yet because we're still pending indictments. And the specific
I told y'all. She said it, didn't she? She said we're still pending indictments. I told y'all. I done told y'all.
we had enough probable cause to actually put out this wanted flyer for Justin Johnson. And we have enough information to ensure that he will see his day in court. But right now, we can't provide the specifics about it because it's still pending that indictment.
Do you have a theory on motive?
Not just yet. There has been just a wealth of tips and information and leads in putting this case together. And our officers and investigators have been working since this particular case began. Lots of rumors and innuendo, but we're really trying to sift through to the truth and what the real motives are. We're just not ready to put that out there right now.
To your knowledge, are these two suspects the two people caught in the video outside of McCabe's?
We can't say 100%, but we have enough information to have pushed this particular case to the point that it is now and pursue this in a court of law. There was enough evidence, enough material evidence, enough support and witnesses to be able to get this case to this point without me jeopardizing an indictment and information that will come out in the grand jury. That's about all I can say. And because of the fact that I'm not the investigator, and I don't want to put them in a position where they're revealing too much as well. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to play that little part again. So when people start to forget and their brains start to, you start to get lost in the sauce, go back to the beginning. And you heard the top person say that they already had witnesses. They had over 500 tips. They had physical witnesses to come forward that was working with them. They know what happened. Okay? They know what happened. And just because a lot of these dudes have not been indicted yet, they coming. Okay? Whoever they are. I don't know who they are. But they know who they are. So, I know a lot of, when you're dealing with a lot of money, you just have to be very careful. You know, when these people can hire defense teams, just like remember with the OJ Simpson case, and I actually think OJ was innocent. OJ's case went on a very long time because his defense team was able to hire all of these experts to come in and plant reasonable doubt into the minds of the jury. So what the prosecutor has to do is make sure that their situation is airtight in case they have to drag out, because you never know, it might be some people with a little bit of money involved. I don't know. Whereas they make it where they money ain't gonna make a bit of damn difference. They'll be down there pleading out. Okay. So listen, Democrats said how is Democrats said how is OJ Simpson doing? I I don't know. I always said OJ was innocent. I was very fascinated. I was in I believe I was in junior high school when that situation was going on with with OJ Simpson's case. I'm gonna tell y'all, I was so fascinated with OJ Simpson's case. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was fascinated with Johnny Cochran. I was so fascinated with he was just a genius. I read all of his books. I would not, on my lunch period, I would go in the library because at the time the librarian was fascinated with the case. I would skip my lunch break to go into the library and look at the trial, because the trial would be on all day long. But OJ did not do it. That's why I said I'm not into lying on people now. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. I'm telling you. Johnny Cochran said, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And OJ didn't do that. He didn't do it now. I'm telling you, I don't even believe he had it done. That lady, well, anyways, I ain't gonna get into that. William said it was OJ's son. It might have been, but it wasn't OJ. They really, you know what? It was a lot of stuff that happened in that case. The person that had put the hit on Nicole, and there was proof of it, is he's dead now. And his daughters are very famous now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all be surprised what went on in that case too. Yeah, Christ was set OJ free. He already free. But you're right. You mean, well, he was found not guilty. But then they sent him to jail on something else. They just meant that they was gonna get him. But what OJ should have did was he just should have did like Robert Blake, went in his house and not come out. But he still wanted that to be praised by these people, and they didn't like him. Who is RK? How old was his son? What does RK mean? Anissa, what does RK mean? Oh, you're saying the initials. Yes, you absolutely right. Anissa, you're right. You hit it right on the head. It was absolutely him. It was him, y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta get up in the morning early. Okay. I gotta get up in the morning real early, you guys. So I have really, we actually ended up going 3.5 hours tonight, but I want you guys to know I enjoy being on here with you, with y'all tonight. What's tomorrow night? Thursday. I may get on again tomorrow night. We'll do an open topic, and then Friday night I'm probably won't get on. But y'all, before we get off of here, you guys, let me just say a prayer over everybody. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but I just want to say, I know that when we're in this virtual world, there are a lot of evil entities and evil forces that try to come up against you. A lot of evil eyes that have been sent um to do evil things. But any demonic force or any evil force that has been sent, okay? Any thank you, Joy Loves God. Any evil force that has been sent our way, we reverse the curse and send it back to the sender. And I ask for God to protect, send his warring angels around me and around everybody, that, especially everybody that has good intentions, that is on this live. Um, and I ask God to keep you safe, keep your family safe. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Anything that rises up against any of us will be condemned. And every dark and demonic force that has been sent to attack us because they feel like there's going to be greatness on our lives, to try to attack the greatness on our lives, that has been sent here to do anything evil, the curse will be reversed and they will see it back in less than 30 days. And then the Bible says that demon you will see no more, which means God is going to handle it for you. He says, vengeance is mine. Okay. Vengeance is God. So any demonic force that has tried to come up against us in the spiritual, seen or unseen, the curse has already been sent back to the sender, and God is handling it. When you don't see them no more, don't be surprised about some people you don't see no more. A lot of times it don't mean it's nothing bad. It might mean it's something good. Hell, okay, because you really don't ever know what people's intentions are, because people are so screwed up now, right? But I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. I always appreciate that. I truly appreciate y'all hanging out. And like I said, for those of you all that's got to get up and go to work, ask God to go before you. If you have a supervisor um, um, that causes you strife at work, ask God to go before you and work that out. And then God says, when you start to put things in his hands, that demon you will see no more. So you don't really have to. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get on off of here. A lot of people don't understand the power of their words. Okay. That's why you have to use them wisely, right? And you have to stay prayed up, because people speak spells. Words are spells. And so what they do is they will try and put a curse on you. Okay. That's why you have to speak your words out and use them wisely and keep yourself and your family covered. So even when the witchy, evil, demonic spirits try to speak out evil things about you, it just kind of bounces off of you and it backfires on them, because God says that the word is like a double-edged sword. So it'll turn that sword that they trying to stick through your gut, it'll turn back on them. But as I always say, you ain't really got no enemies. All you need is a horn in your mouth. All you need to know how to do is use your words wisely. Okay. And then you won't even have to worry about no enemies if you know how to use your words wisely, because God says that I handle that. Okay. A lot of times we get caught up in trying to fight our own battles. Okay. Anissa. Okay. So my new job is a bit better. Amen. But anyways, you guys, I want y'all to have a good night. Okay. Like I said, I've truly enjoyed you guys. And I wish you all well, speak what you want into the atmosphere. All you got to do is speak it. And if you speak it and it's right now, don't be sitting up talking about, Lord, you told me my married boyfriend was going to leave his wife 35 years ago. Not that. And God don't hear my prayer because he ain't left his wife yet. Not that. Y'all, it's a lot of sick people in this world. They be sitting up. God just don't answer my prayers. My married boyfriend ain't left his wife in 35 years. Not that. God don't answer prayers like that, okay? But send what you want into the atmosphere. Speak what you want into the atmosphere. Make sure it lines up with the word of God, okay? And by the time you arrive in the future, whatever you have spoken into the atmosphere will be there waiting for you, okay? It is for an appointed time. God says, write the vision down and make it plain. Although it may tarry, it shall surely come. That's why I always say, be patient about this situation with Young Dolph. Because when I tell you, them folks know what happened with Young Dolph, I'm talking about the authorities. Them people know exactly what happened. They know exactly what happened. They know who all the players are. We the ones that don't know shit. They know what has happened, and they working their case, okay? That's why I say Young Dolph can't lose. Young Dolph is right now walking around in the spirit, just stepping. He is the real hitter for real. And that's why a lot of these people are restless, because they thought they killed him. And they did kill him in the physical. They took him away from his children and robbed his children in the physical. And now he's robbing them of their sleep. He's getting ready to rob them of their wealth, because they're going to have to spend all that, whatever they got on attorney's fees. And then they're going to spend the rest of their life in jail if they don't take their life. Okay. They might take their own life, because a lot of people can do a lot of evil stuff. Okay. They could do a lot of evil stuff, but they can't handle it when the tables turn, and the tables always turn. And there was no reason for them to take that young man's life. What really is no reason to take anybody's life that is not a threat to your person. That was wrong on so many levels. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. Okay. So y'all better learn how to use that horn in your mouth. Stop using it because you jealous of people, or you just have an anger, and then you want to speak out spells, and then the word will turn on you because you ain't using it right. But when it lines up with the word of God, just like these folks, when people sit up and talk about Young Dolph, what you need to start doing is praying this situation through. Start praying for the investigators, because they are the ones that are initially going to have to finish this out, make all of these indictments, and make all of these arrests. Pray for these federal agents and these people that's really working on this Young Dolph's case, for God to be with them to tie this case up and make the right arrest. Okay. It can't be our thing. It's a God's thing, y'all. It's a spiritual thing. And God works through people. And these people need our prayer. Because believe it or not, y'all don't know who these investigators are. These folks are it's personal with a lot of these people. You just take down somebody like that because you think you're gonna control a market, or whatever market that is, or you want to be the plug, or whatever it is. That's personal. So you just sent a bunch of crash dummies out and gas them out up to take this young man's life. And not only that, you messing up the lives of the younger people that's coming behind, because mentally they probably ain't all there, and then they all, they still young. Okay. So you got these old dudes that's destroying the Black community, and we don't need them in the Black community. I don't want them in the Black community. Okay. Because when it's all said and done, the straight drops, the key glocks, the Snoop bands, the the JoJo Splats, all of these kids are supposed to be the future. They're supposed to carry on and teach the people, the generation that's coming behind, about our ancestors and things of that nature. Instead, you got these cuckabug head Negroes that's lining these kids up. And it's a damn shame before God. Okay? So either way it go, we don't need them in the community. I'm glad the feds get ready to take their asses down. Okay? All right, you guys. I've enjoyed being on here with y'all. Now I'm getting ready to, because I ain't gonna go. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I gotta be up at 4 o'clock. So guess what's getting ready to happen? I ain't gonna even be able to go to sleep because I'm scared I'm gonna oversleep because we gotta be out on a situation. Okay. I love you guys. I want y'all to have a good night. Talk to you later.